Skull gonna feast your defo big. Nah, Skull never uses me for intros. He won't. He's probably not even watching this. That's the only consolation I can take. He never clips me up. Me and Skull, we're boys. He won't clip me up.
Give me a percentage of hope, Saeed. Sorry.
20%.
Do it for HUGH, man. Come on.
5%.
0% Turkish.
Scotland is going to kill them. Yeah.
Now, come on, man. Be objective, man. Come on.
You, how confident are you percentage-wise?
98, 99.
Go on, Hugh.
Hopefully you can last longer than 13 seconds this time.
They're fucking cooking us right now. Get Vardiol off the pitch.
I don't even feel nervous for this. Today's a chiller. Guardiola. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Kissing the badge in front of our fans.
Yeah, Dwayne, Foden, hat-trick and coming. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Varane's finished.
We're getting outplayed by Eric Ten Hag's Man United. We're getting fucking outplayed.
We have more history to make, and United are the ones that stand in the way. You know what I mean? Back-to-back doubles, never done before. Another unique achievement to add to Pep Guardiola's long list of achievements, hopefully. Matisse, explain to me, who's this fucking weird-ass looking motherfucker? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And why are they saying that's me? I'm way more good-looking than him.
Oh, no, 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 no.
The biggest, or maybe second, third biggest club in the world.
You know, Manchester United does stand for certain values. It's got a style of football. It's got, you know.
Hopefully he wins the FA Cup. He leaves on a high, you know what I mean? And then we could dunk on Arsenal, isn't it? You know what I mean? Another better season than Arsenal. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Nice one for that score, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man.
Shameless,
I like that
shameless
one. I like
season
that
is in session.
Shameless.
Hey,
That's the worst. That's the worst I've ever got it.
Oh, you deserve that, man. The amount of talk you've been talking. And then you're watching along, you said, yo, he's not watching. When you say he's not watching, he is watching.
Bro, I had like 50 viewers. What's he doing in there? Get a life.
Bro, listen, he supports you, man. He values you, bro.
The people turned up as well because I got at least 3 clips sent to me. At least in the DM.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
And I don't usually know, unless I missed them. Maybe people do normally send it to me, but this time I was like, another one of you.
Nah, listen, live by the sword, die by the sword. I'll take my licks.
You know what he can hold that, man. He can hold that. He's too used to watching his team with positivity. It's about time he got deep down in the trenches with the rest of us. Yeah,
bro.
The rest of us, man. Don't try to bring me down with you. Come on, man.
Seeing him react negatively to his team. When I watched, because I was rewatching these watch along yesterday, some of it, and the first goal, the way this guy was panicking after the first goal, he's like, Guardiola, what are you doing? What are you doing? He kissed the badge, and this is how you perform. I'm like,
Garnacho is the one in it. He's gonna kiss the badge.
Yeah,
man.
Quality.
Listen, man, this is what you know what? It's good to see like Hughie like that, and that's what I mean. Now you start your watch along, now we can see in 4K what he's like behind closed doors.
Yeah, but it was better when I didn't do watch-alongs and I just let Big Steve do these shows when we didn't.
Nah, man, listen, we need to see that. And now it could be like post-Pep, you know what I mean? We got maybe a glimpse of post-Pep, you know? So we'll see. We'll see.
We will. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. The Big Six back again. Monday night show as usual. FA Cup final review. Couple of our headlines circulating. Recently breaking as well a couple hours ago with the Chelsea management stuff. We're going to cover it all. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up to 1,000 nice and early, people. Make sure next time I look, we're over 1,000, please. Love for the love. And big up Manscaped too, 20% off. Use the code TB620. They're obviously sponsoring the show. It's been at least a year and a half. So big up Manscaped. They've been loyal to the Big Six. And that means that you lot have been loyal to the Manscaped lot as well, because they wouldn't keep on ruining without the love that you lot show them. So big up the community as well on that one. Big up Manscaped TB620. Big plans in the summer off the back of these sponsorships, the super chats, all of that, people. So we do appreciate it. But we move. FA Cup final winners, Man United, knock-on effect on Chelsea. The question on what seems to be a lot of United fans' lips, some Tottenham fans too. Is it a better season than Arsenal's? We're going to talk all about it, people, but I think we pass it over to SAEED first and foremost because
Yeah, man.
SAEED,
Come on, man.
20%. Oh, when you said
20,
20%, I was like, fucking hell, this guy's actually optimistic.
No, you got to give me 20 because listen, we've got some players that can affect the game, man. You know what I mean? Even though I always cuss them out, and listen, they can perform on their day. Like Rashford, fair play, man. He played well. I said Garnacho's outlet is a key. I said Bruno Fernandes on his day could do something as well. So that's why I gave 20%. I'm not gonna do this 2% and whatnot. Like, I have to back my team in somehow, innit? You know what I'm saying to you? And yeah, man, I can't lie. 2-0 up, even 3. Could have been 3 if Garnacho had held his run. You know the ones there. So yeah, man, I'm just super gassed, man. Listen, it's been a long season. I've been on here, you know, moaning, you know what I mean, angry, you know what I'm saying too. Like, it's been a long season. I've seen a lot of drubbings, yeah. And to come out of it with a trophy, bro, is sensational. Against our, let's say, neighbors, you know what I mean? What did Alex Ferguson call them? Noisy neighbors. It's so sensational, man. You know what I mean? I hurt my knee on the sofa. You know, them ones there. It was all going off. We had Kendrick playing, you know what I mean? But now he's copyrighted me, so I can't play that song again. You know, them ones there. But listen, man.
What, did the watch along get copyrighted?
Yeah, man. He got copyrighted for about, let's say, an hour. And
yeah,
then,
but you knew that would happen, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew, but not at that time. Yeah, I knew, but I didn't know he got restored. I just kept playing it, bro. I just kept playing it because I was like, yo, man, they ain't like us. They ain't like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you telling me? But nah, man, it's beautiful, man. Listen, you get me? I thought, you know what, the game plan, Ten Hag, honestly, the game plan was sensational. Compact. We were disciplined. Amrabat in there was a warrior. Absolute unbelievable performance from him in that middle of the park. We had the outlet in Garnacho and Rashford. Bruno was in there. Mainoo. I mean, how many times do I keep talking about Mainoo? You know what it is for me, yeah? I don't even want to talk about, like, generational this. I don't want to do that. But 19 years old to be playing in a midfield with Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Kovacic. These are established internationals we're talking about. And to not look out of place. I mean, come on, man. Put some respect on his name. 19, and he just looks like he's been playing for years. You know, unbelievable performance, and the goal was sensational. The calmness, absolutely brilliant. But I thought we defended well. Raphael Varane, I don't know why. Listen, I don't know who he's saying there, by the way. Did you not hear him? He's finished. He's not finished. He can still play. He can still play at a top European team. And yes, there's injuries, but on his day, when he plays, bro, there ain't no better box defender than Raphael Varane. Unbelievable, you know? And yes, we got a little bit nervous towards the end with the Doku goal. I thought Doku changed the game a little bit. I can't lie to you. When he came on, I was a bit worried. But Wan-Bissaka kept him, you know what I'm saying? Kept him locked in. But overall, Ten Hag, I want to give massive credit to him. This is what Ten Hag can do on a one-off given game. For me, I look at him as a more of a cup manager than actual season manager. In a cup game, when it's a one-off game, he can set you up like that. He's done it against Liverpool. He's done it against Barcelona. He did it last season against Man City at home. He can do these kind of games. But the problem is, though, you can't do it over a 38-game a season. You just can't. You can't. For some reason, he has not been able to do that. He's not been able to find that balance. But over this game here, he found that balance. And you know what? City, hold that. You know what I mean? You couldn't get that record, hold that. You know what I'm saying to you? Matisse, you can hold that as well. Because you're going to be playing the likes of Bodo Glimt, Astana. You know, I did tell you, Matisse, to relax. You know what I said to you, Matisse? I said, yo, I might have the last laugh, you know. I remember on this show, I said, brother, Matisse, don't go anywhere. But shout out to Chris, don't go anywhere. And now you are in the Conference League. Listen, we're in the Europa League, and it's not where I want to be. But I don't want to be in the Conference League, and that's where you are. That's if you get there, because I've just been hearing that you have to play a two-legged tie. Is that correct, Matisse? Two-legged tie to establish if you're going to be in there.
Playoff.
Yeah, playoff. Yeah, so we don't even want to, you know, we don't even know if you're going to be playing in there. So you have to, you know, deserve that and make sure you get yourselves up for that. You know what I mean? And you know, see if you can do that. But ultimately, you know what I mean? And even Newcastle. You know what? I want to even dunk on Newcastle. And I'll see you tomorrow, Matty, as well. These Newcastle fans chatting rubbish as well. Oh man, European. Now hold that, man, as well. Newcastle, how about that? Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, man, I'm just happy we got the FA Cup, and it's another better season than Arsenal. You know what I mean? But we have to confirm now: is it a better season than Arsenal? Because last season we had discussions about whether Carabao Cup was not a better season than Arsenal. So maybe now I come back to Turkish. Turkish, is our season a better season than your season?
Ultimately, yes.
Thank you. This said, look at this, man. You know what I mean? There's no humming and hawing. There's no, yeah, thank you very much. So now we've had a better season than Arsenal. We've had a better season than Tottenham. You know what I mean? What did you say, Toby, to me a lot of times this year? Bottlers, did you say or something like that? What did you say, bro?
You said that to me, and I just returned the favor.
Oh, okay, yeah, shush. But anyway, I want to, talk about Chelsea, better season Arsenal, and a better season Chelsea, and Liverpool. I was speaking to Roms today, and to be honest with you, I'm going to leave that one there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think the Carabao, the FA Cup, But anyone else?
Saeed, I just want to ask you, because you're very jubilant, a very happy man today. You seem got a pep in your step, no pun intended. So if you've had a better season than Arsenal, title challenges, then surely Ten Hag has to stay in the job, and all of those streams of yours must be coming to a quiet end, surely now, sir. Huh?
No, because that's where we separate the emotion from the actual situation. And emotions for me was on that day. You know what I mean? I'll take that day and I will cherish that day. But come Monday, it's back to usual, mate. Back to business. Erik ten Hag must go. I can separate myself. I can separate the emotion from the day where I celebrate with Ten Hag, with the team, and I'm like, yo, brilliant. But after that, bro, Erik ten Hag, listen to me here. I will not flip-flop on my decision that I still want Erik ten Hag out. I saw what I saw this season. I saw us get beat 14 times this season. I saw us with a -1 goal difference. I saw what I saw, guys. I cannot just flip like that, and be like, FA Cup, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? I'll give credit to him, and he deserves that credit. But for me, I want a change still, because I just know where I want to go. And I don't think for me it's going to be sustainable. Cup manager, like I said, but I just want to see us evolve in a different way where it's more sustainable and we know where we're going long term, especially in the football wise, because we've seen it, like you said. You know what I mean? You can do this objective and you can play devil's advocate. I get it. That's for you guys to do. But for me, I saw what I saw. And on the large, that's why they're doing a review. Why would you do a review if you know the guy's job safe? Why would you do a review?
No, I respect that. On the Arsenal stuff, that's why I think it's such an argument online, because I've seen it. We all knew it was coming on this show. It was probably on Weekend Roundup as well, probably on other shows related. But like you said, the situation, that's why even I'd say better season. It's like one of my most famous interviews on AFTV was after the FA Cup final. Probably my most, actually, after the FA Cup final when we won it. And I was like, people need to hold on. Yeah, it's not our first FA Cup. It won't be our last, but let's remember where we are and let's remember what we have to do. Continue putting pressure on this board, because yes, this is quality. Obviously, trophies make without a doubt a more memorable season, without a doubt a more successful season, regardless of how that season's gone emotionally. Like you said, emotionally, you've been a wreck all season. That's not, you don't want to feel like that. So I respect that at the end you've added that. It's an FA Cup, and an FA Cup is a big trophy, a lot of heritage. But at the end of the day, the situation is still bleak. So I have to respect that.
Okay. You can change the word then. You could say more successful season then. That would be better.
100% more successful. That's without a doubt more successful, more memorable. If it's more successful, it's more memorable. But people will say, and they'd be right in looking at it like this, they classify better as more successful and more memorable, which is fair.
I don't even think it is more. I don't even think if we talk memorable, I think Saeed, you've been on this platform all season. It's memorable for you for the wrong reasons. It's ended on a really positive note. Absolutely. It's ended on a really positive note. But I've heard scores of Man United fans say this is the worst season we've ever had. This is the worst squad we've ever had. So when you made that statement at the start, we've had a better season than Chelsea, unequivocally agree. When you said we've had a better season than Tottenham, unequivocally agree. Absolutely, you've won the FA Cup. You're in the same competition as we're in, and you actually have silverware to boot. No dispute there. But when you say you've had a better season than Arsenal, I'm just like, okay, yeah, you've won the FA Cup. I would love to win a trophy. I would kill for a trophy. But you seriously cannot have watched what Man United have served up this season and watched what Arsenal served up this season and then come here and honestly say that you've had a better season or you've had a better season than Arsenal. It just doesn't make sense. Sorry. 1 90-minute game of football to win you a trophy will not make us forget the haram that we've watched all season.
I agree.
A team that lost the title by 2 points to Man City versus a team that finished 8th in the league. Come on, man.
I mean, you know what it is? I get what you're trying to say, yeah. Because you're looking at our 8th position, yeah, and rightly so. But
no, I'm not just looking at your 8th place position. I'm looking at how shit you were in the Champions League. I'm looking at how shit you were in the League Cup. I'm looking at how shambolic you have been across the board this season.
But like I said to you, you can say whatever word you want. I think better season, okay, it might not sound great and it hurts a lot of fans. But when you say successful season, it is. United have been able to win a trophy this season, and Arsenal have not been able to win a trophy this season. Arsenal's season, when you look at it on the whole,
that's two different things.
Again, it's a choice of words. Okay, cool. But Arsenal this season have basically, you know, when you actually deep it, Arsenal have failed this season. When you actually look at it on the whole, yeah, Arsenal have failed this season because they've not been able to collect a trophy, you know? And I look at sometimes, I think, you know what? Fans want to see that, man. Fans want to, whether it's a Carabao Cup, I get it in terms of, you know, Turkish, you don't want to see a Carabao Cup. You don't see that as a true defined success. But fans now want to see a trophy. They want to see something. You know, they want to see something on the plate to be like, you know what? We now believe in what process you're going to go through. But ultimately, this season, we've had a more successful season than Arsenal. And that was the ability to win a trophy. 1 out of 4 that we could have won. So, you know what I mean? Listen, that's just something that I'm just trying to dunk on Arsenal because I know it hurts them. They want to win trophies. And now they've come out with another season of not winning a trophy. That's 4 now. 4th times now. In 4 years, they've not been able to win a trophy. And that will hurt Arsenal fans. But for us, lovely jubbly. I want to also say as well, like, are we going to talk about like De Bruyne missing and Haaland missing in the game as well? Are we going to discuss that?
I think we will. I kind of want to give you guys more praise before we get to City. Because
Okay.
I thought this game was done at half time. I really do. I was sitting there. Obviously, I wanted it to go the other way, but I gave up at half time because I just thought it was so obvious that you're going to win the game. You guys, not only did you show more quality, there's actually some really good bits of play, which we obviously don't get to see often, but it was good to see for once. But you guys like just actually wanted it more as well. And I know that's like a very cliche thing to say, but it was so obvious. It was so obvious that you guys actually gave a shit. You turned up in suits, demon time, you know, and from minute 1 to the end, it was pretty obvious. I know Man City got their consolation. It was poor goalkeeping from Onana, but they had too many big players go missing. But Bruno Fernandes, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan, but you know, that was a very, very good performance. That was a very good performance. Yeah, he was looking like Deco out there. Do you know what I mean? He just seemed to have all the time in the world. Really, really strong performance. I thought your team were very good, man. Your centre backs.
No one really had a bad game. I don't think one player had a bad game.
It's just that save from Onana was wild. But apart from that, he made some other good saves. So
that save from Kyle Walker. Poof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed though that you said so many players' names, but you haven't said McTominay's name.
Yeah,
I'll give you the floor.
I mean,
I'll give you the floor.
That's
your guy. Go on.
I've been saying he's not my guy. He's your guy. He plays for your club. I'd support.
But you kind of rate him more than I do, so that's
no. I support every player that wears the red shirt of Liverpool. You should do the same. So you should support him. You don't have to rate him. You can still support him. Like I don't rate him. I support him.
You know.
So McTominay, and last week I caused a bit of a stir on here. Toby came for me, like, you know what I mean, like wanting to smash me up and shit, because I asked a question. I'm going to ask the same question again in the United fans, like, has Bruno had a better career?
Oh my days, man!
I mean, man of the match performance. He was brilliant again. He turns up in these finals, bro. Bruno. I mean, this is your guy again. You know,
Why don't you just praise him in isolation? Why do you have to talk
Didn't
about
Paul Pogba score in the Europa League?
But I'm just saying.
He did.
But I'm not focusing on that. I'm
This
just
is where it
saying.
turns sour.
This is
I don't get it.
conversation. This is last week's conversation. But I thought Bruno was superb. I agree. With you.
He was.
But Varane was different quality, man. Varane was Champions League Varane. That's the Varane that we all know and neutrally love. Like most neutral fans love Varane. Like at his best, Varane is one of the GOATs. Very much like Silva of Chelsea. I think he's one of the GOATs of the last decade. Obviously, injuries ravaged him, but I'm loving Matisse. I thought the game's over at half time. You know, normally people say, okay, here we go. Man City, second half assault. I swear they look dead. They look finished. And dare I say it, on the back of the PEP news and KDB being pulled off at half time and Haaland not scoring in a semi-final or final. Apparently that's 9 games now, semi-final or final, that he hasn't scored. And this is someone who scores 100 goals like a season and shit against every other opposition type thing. So I wouldn't be concerned if I was Hughie, but there'll be question marks, a little bit of question marks. And it kind of just opens up, I don't know if you want to get into a conversation about, wow, it's kind of exciting for the rest of the football Premier League. We still don't know if it's for sure, but if Pep is leaving and if all this, there is a little bit of a rebuild at Man City, right? There's a bit of hope for everyone. But yeah, Ten Hag, man, fantastic coach. You know what I mean? I think one-off games. Why are you smiling like that? Don't smile at me like that, bro. I think in a one-off game, you know, he's shown his capability. And a lot of Man United content creators were saying, no, keep him. Some are saying, no, sack him. But looks like he's gone. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, fair play to United. I'm not going to lie. Football is a massive. Look at the way we were saying 99%, 98%, 95%. Would we say that's the biggest shock since Wigan beat Man City?
Listen, United are still
I'm just saying, is that the biggest shock since Wigan beat Man City?
No. Let's not do this shock. United it's a cup game, man. It's a cup game. You know what I mean? United have got individuals that just haven't performed all season, and the manager has not provided a platform for them to succeed. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But doing all this shock business, like, I ain't gonna tolerate that. I can't lie. Allow that.
I don't know why. No, but it's true.
No, it's not a shock. No, it's not a shock.
It is a shock. Absolutely, it's a crazy shock.
No, this is a shock. But the way you're kind of going, it's like when like you just referred to Wigan and that, and the way.
But that's how you lot are going on. That's my point. My point is, Man United fans are going on like the underdog story of the fucking century.
Not really.
Like we're Wigan, we were like, you know what I mean?
No. We're just happy we won.
Guys, have you
against all the odds?
Have you been listening to Man United fans going like it's a massive shock? Like, they can't.
Did I expect it to happen? Grizz, did I expect it to happen? No, because I predicted City
no
to
one
win
did.
Like 3-1.
No one did. No one did.
I didn't. But the way you're kind of speaking, like we're some sort of Wigan athletic, nah. I'm not.
Where did Wigan finish in that league in that season? I don't know.
I think they got relegated. They got relegated. Remember?
So. They got relegated.
And then they were saying like, remember that whole argument of, you know what I mean? Like, what would they?
Okay, since Wimbledon beat Liverpool, remember the what?
Yeah, man. Just allow it, man.
All right, say no more.
Hugh,
yeah,
sorry, but yeah, Hugh. Obviously, your chance now, City. Yeah, I mean, poor display and then didn't get it done.
Crazy weekend, man. Crazy weekend. Mixed emotions, you know, with the parade yesterday, and then we got the PEP news, and you could tell the players and the manager and the fans that went to the parade were flat off the back of the.
Was there a parade? Yeah.
The players and the fans and the manager were flat off the back of losing the cup. It probably wasn't the best time to do the parade. But look, you could see the way SAEED spoke. Do you know what I mean? He spent more time in that monologue. We had a better season than you. He still knows his role, man. He still knows, you know, Manchester's blue, and he's so far.
Hey, chill out, man. Chill out. Why are you salty, man? Why are you salty, man? Come on, man.
I'll let you waffle away there. Right?
But don't be salty, though. Don't be salty, though.
I'll be salt, pepper, and peri. All I want here, yeah? Whatever I want. Listen, you spent more of your time telling Toby how you had a better season than him than you did talk about Man City, but that's what you do. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, look, all compliments aside, they deserved it. They absolutely deserved it. Man United did. They turned up, better prepared, better mindset, better focus. It was, you know what it was? It was reminiscent of Ollie's Man United, the way they played. United actually had a style of play against us on the weekend, which I hadn't seen under Ten Hag properly. Make it compact, hit us in the counter. And we were bad. We were bad. Do you know what I mean? We were bad. And on the day it hurt. You never want to lose to them. But is it going to hurt me long term? No. Does it hurt me now? No. It actually doesn't bother me that much right now. We haven't played well this season. It's not been our most jubilant league-winning title, but we got it out of sheer determination and grit and experience. The whole objective for this season was to complete 4 in a row, something no one's ever done. Win 4 in a row. The history books will say you've done something United have never done, Arsenal have never done, Liverpool have never done, Chelsea never done, and Tottenham and that. But we've done something special. So in 20, 30 years' time, when someone says to me, what was the 2024 season like? And I'll tell them all about how that was. And they go, who won the cups that season? I don't really remember. It doesn't bother me that much, but credit to them. They fought harder. No one played well. You can single out Haaland, you can single out De Bruyne, and you can do your agendas, and you can £100 million Grealish, where's he, and this, that, the other. The fact of the matter is no one played well. Jeremy Doku was the only one who showed a bit of something for us. Walker was stinking for that second goal that Mainoo scored. Why didn't you track him? Vardy, and Ortega, 2 players I've given monumental praise to over the past few weeks, but no one's above criticism. Kevin De Bruyne is not above criticism. He was absolutely honking the gaff up on Saturday afternoon. Every time he touched the ball, it was getting dispossessed or he's passing out of play. Haaland barely had a chance. The one chance he did have properly, he hits the crossbar. I'm not going to put too much blame on him because I don't call him an elite player, like build-up play and, dropping deep and spraying passes. He's there to finish chances. If he's not going to finish chances, he's not going to be there, or he's not going to impact the game hugely. It is what it is. It is what it is. Credit to them. Hopefully they give Ten Hag a new contract, and maybe it's for the greater good.
Why don't you care? Because I remember many a time you saying, like, if you lose to United in a cup final, it's the worst possible thing in the world. It's the worst feeling. I even remember you saying, I'd rather lose the Champions League final than lose a cup final to Man United because I hate them that much. I'm not even drawing you out. I just think this mentality might even. I was kind of pissed off with the players as well. Like, how can you not care enough to show up to this in a serious? Yeah, it's so obvious they didn't. But how can you not prepare for a Manchester derby at Wembley? Like, you guys you're not a bigger club than them. You haven't overstepped them in historical terms to start pissing away FA Cups against Man United. I was so surprised with the mindset. It's just strange to me because you guys.
No, that's what I was disappointed with. That's what I was disappointed with. My whole mantra every season under Pep Guardiola and with the current squad we have is City will be their own downfall. No one's a better team than us in England. And I believe that's a fact. City will be their own downfall. If anyone pips us to a piece of silverware, whether it's a league, whether it's a cup, it's because City didn't prepare properly. And City absolutely didn't prepare properly. They shouldn't. We did this for your final in Porto in 2021. We win the league the week before. We go out in the piss for 2-3 nights. They get back to training Wednesday or Thursday morning. And you've got 48 hours to prepare for a cup final. That's annoying for me as a fan. That is annoying for me as a fan. Why are you doing that? The season wasn't over. Why are you doing that? Why are players actually visibly looking hungover? Seriously, I know what it feels like to play hungover, but I can do that.
Damn right.
The camera. You're senior players expected to win trophies. So that's where the disappointment stems from. Of course it does. I don't believe for 1 second Man United are a better team than us. I don't believe for a second that if we came in full strength, they win that game. I think Pep got selections wrong too. Why are you playing John Stones? Why are you playing John Stones and Nathan Ake as centre-half pairing? John Stones has barely kicked the ball in Venom since the last international break.
What do you mean by that, brother?
What do you mean by that?
Seriously.
Why are you playing Johnny Stones in the final? Huh?
Why is he back now?
Yo, my spidey sense just started tingling when I heard that.
What name?
Slow down, bro. What do you mean by that?
You're dirty, dirty people. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I mean by that.
We want you to explain it to us, brother.
Yeah, I will. All in good time. Why is he standing up like that? It's making me feel really under pressure.
Bro, the thing nearly fell off the wall. I had to fix it quickly, but I'll be right back. I just heard Stones not starting a final. I thought world class Stones, no way.
Fair. Stones shouldn't have started because he hasn't played enough football since the March international break. And Akanji and Diaz have, and they both played very well. Why are you dropping 2 players who were crucial for the run in?
Hasn't played a lot of football in the last 3 years, to be honest. But yeah, sorry.
Boy.
Boy.
Okay,
No, but why? But why did he do that? Arrogance? What was it? Why? Why?
Pep roulette. Pep roulette.
No, but what for what? Normally it's rotation to.
I think I think there was a touch of complacency, actually a huge amount of complacency. The fact that we prepared the way we did, with piss ups till 5 o'clock in the morning on the streets of Manchester, you know, literally hours before the game earlier on in the week.
Is that Grealish again? Yeah.
No.
Falling off coaches nearly, buses nearly now.
Where'd your bus go? Oh, you didn't have one, did you?
We didn't have one this year. We didn't have one. No, we didn't have one this year.
Yeah, you had to cancel.
But we're not talking about us right now. We've finished long time ago.
Okay. Well, when you have a bus, you can talk about my bus.
We've had plenty of buses, my friend. You don't want to count our buses.
Klopp didn't get a bus.
You can't count to that many buses. How many we've had, son?
Klopp didn't get a bus.
Oh, he's had many.
Klopp got a flight.
We've had plenty of buses, and plenty of fans come to see our buses, brother. So don't go there.
Yeah.
More people come to my local bus stop than they come to your parade to see your bus, brother. You know the bus stop outside there? Yeah, 15 people come out to my bus stop. I see it.
And how many went to Klopp's flight?
You know what I mean?
And how many went to Klopp's flight home?
Look, let's not turn it into one of those ones because you know what I mean, you lose. What I'm saying is we have to discuss some of those personal performances from the big boys, the big guns. Like normally when he rotates players or he brings off players, it's for a culmination of a Champions League final. And this is not a dig, but he hasn't got a Champions League final to prepare for. So I'm asking the rest of you guys, why did he bring off KDB again?
Because he was finished.
Half-time.
In that game, he was finished.
I heard he was thinking. I didn't watch it.
He had nothing to offer in that match. Honest to God, he was that bad.
That's
nothing to offer.
There's people suggesting that he signaled to the line that he had a knock or he was carrying something. I don't care either way.
Is that
I don't care
twice in 2 big games, 2 semi-finals?
Look, whether he did or he didn't,
signaling that I've had enough. Cut.
Whether he did or he didn't, it doesn't matter to me. He was thinking at the gaff. If you're on the pitch, you're on the pitch, and you should be performing. If you're on the pitch, you should be performing. Basically, I don't care if you have a knock or not. He shouldn't have been on the pitch if he was carrying a knock. It is what it is. He was thinking, but I'm not going to criticize Kevin De Bruyne off the back of that cup final when he missed the first 6 months of the season, comes back and gets something like 18 assists in all comps and 6 goals, and has that impact on us winning 4 in a row. I'm not going to criticize him off the back of that FA Cup final. I'm not going to go in on Kevin De Bruyne. I still believe he's one of the greatest footballers.
I don't expect him to be 100%. No.
People talking about how many goals and assists does so and so have in a final. Tell me how many goals Henry has in a final. Is his legacy being damaged?
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck, that's a bad.
Henry's like,
is Henry's legacy damaged for not scoring in a final?
No. Well, people bring it up, but obviously the new generation will bring anything up to bring anyone down. So it's a bit
exactly. It's rubbish. I don't diminish Henry off the back of not scoring.
What I will say is though, Henry would never signal to come off even if his leg was broken. The guy will be on it.
Well, no, with Gerrard, I just want to just put it in there.
Oh, Lampard.
Yes, which one to put that in there as well?
No, sorry.
Here we go.
ADB is
here we fucking
no. Sorry. Because I don't like. Sorry. I have to. I'm not even. I just don't like the blatant lies. Like we get it. KDB, he's lost a step since that big injury. He's nowhere near as explosive as he used to be. He can't take the ball and burst past players. That performance in the FA Cup final. Again, I wasn't able to watch the match in full, but just off hearing what I heard, there were plenty of matches I've seen the back end of this season just gone that were akin to that. Like there's been games where he stunk. He played against Arsenal and he stunk in that game. There's other games he stunk. But the fact of the matter is, I don't like this whole, my midfielder would never do this in the cup final nonsense.
You don't have to like it.
No.
Henry,
the reason I don't like it is because it's never
have never signaled twice in semi-finals and finals to say, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, well, Grizz, why don't you look
No, it's not criticism for you.
No, I know. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it. Let me give you the side of the coin. Let me give you the side of the coin.
Let me land and then back to you, Stu. The point was, and I'm not taking any away from Kevin De Bruyne, because I don't expect any Man City fan to never criticize Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the greatest players the Premier League has ever seen. My question was to everyone else, like we question other players that we think are finished after huge injuries, there has to be a question mark. Not for Man City fans, because Man City fans will be Kevin De Bruyne until they die. It was more to the other people. There is question marks. Do you get it? It's a conversation for the others, not for you. I get it.
Yeah, that's not being in dispute. I just don't like the whole Lampard would never, Gerrard would never. 32 years old. 32 years old. Gerrard was crocked. Was he not?
That's exactly, and he still would never ask to be taken off.
Yeah, but because he may not even have played the game of football because he'd be injured. Like I don't really.
Was he crocked? I'm not sure he was crocked.
Not this crock, brother.
No.
Well, what did you say?
He was playing in Champions League finals, man.
What did you say, Hugh?
Wait, what? Who was playing in Champions League finals? Sorry.
No. About Lampard. Are you talking about Lampard?
I'm talking about Gerrard. I'm talking about Gerrard.
Sorry, my bad. I thought you were talking about Lampard.
And I'm not trying to use it as a one-up over Kevin De Bruyne or one-up over Gerrard. I'm just saying, like, to be cussing a man because he's physically spent after coming back from the injuries that he's had is, I don't really understand it. Like, what do people want him to do? Just continue playing? I
want
on
same energy for Mohamed Salah as well. That's what I wanted from you.
I didn't get it again. Maybe you can, I didn't get it again. You can direct the energy to. You can direct the energy to others, but I've always.
You're focusing.
Yeah, I've always stood firm on
2 games in isolation where he did this. 2 games in isolation, but you're refusing to look at the fact that I don't know whether you did watch the documentary about the treble or not, but it's very clear and it's made clear that he played the whole back end of our treble season every week, pumping himself with painkiller injections just to get onto the pitch. And then by the time we got to the final, he played so much fucking football and so many big games and ran so many miles.
I respect that.
He was crocked. So Kevin De Bruyne, you can't question his mentality. Of course, he's physically. Like, he's not capable of playing the role he used to, and I'm perfectly at peace with admitting that. He's just not. I've been saying for a few weeks now, on my own channel, that there's 2 things we need to do with Kevin De Bruyne to prolong his career at Man City if we want to prolong his career at Man City. The first one is he can't start games. He can't start games twice a week, 90 minutes. We saw one of the first league games he played when he got back, Newcastle away, and he scored that goal and he gave that assist to Oscar Bob. It was a 25-30 minute impact sub. I think that's the role Kevin De Bruyne should be used for, and pass the guard on to your Phil Fodens and whoever else. And the second one is drop him deeper. Drop him deeper and let him dictate play from deep, because he still has the technical ability, but he doesn't have the physical capacity.
That's what Gerrard done actually in the last few years.
Exactly. And I think he should do that with
same role.
De Bruyne. But I think it's disingenuous to question De Bruyne's mentality when you consider the amount of big moments, big games, big runs, big periods Kevin De Bruyne has had in his career. Most notably, like I said, the treble campaign. You know what I mean? The goal in the Bernabeu, the performance against Real Madrid at home 4-0, FA Cup final, all these games building up to winning the treble. And then, he gets to the final. And of course, for him, it's gut-wrenching that his hamstring just literally tore off the bone. It's just luck. It's nature's luck. It's unfortunate. I'll never question his mentality. Never. We do not win that final or that game against Aston Villa the year we beat you by a point, the 3-2, without Kevin De Bruyne. He pulled up his socks, tied his boots, said, I'm going to single-handedly, or as much as I can, drag us back to winning this game of football. The assist for Gundogan to win the game. I will never question his mentality. I'm happy to question other players' mentalities if you want to talk about it. But Kevin De Bruyne, absolutely not. Absolutely. He's a leader. He's a warrior. And he literally goes until his hamstring is coming off the bone. That's the way it is. What, you want to run out of hamstring?
One thing for me is whenever Man City win, some of the supporting cast outside of Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland get the plaudits. When Man City lose, it's all Kevin De Bruyne. It's all Haaland.
Yep.
Like, this Haaland thing is, and I've been saying it, and people say, oh no, you're only saying it. This obsession with, he didn't score in finals. Okay. What, the goals in the lead up to the final, they don't count? They don't count because he didn't perform in 90 minutes. All of a sudden, that means player A is not as good. The point on Man City as well, I heard Bernardo Silva stunk. I heard, and you may not like this, Hugh, but I heard Phil Foden came on, didn't have an impact. I heard even Rodri
He started.
He started?
Yeah, he started,
I heard. It's just like whenever Man City don't win, De Bruyne. How is there so much?
Because he's compared to the likes of Scholes, Gerrard.
Yeah, rightly so. Rightly so. Check his resume. There's a reason why he's compared to these men. Check his resume. Check what he's done for Man City, and there's a reason why he's compared to these men. there's no shame in acknowledging that Kevin De Bruyne is not the same Kevin De Bruyne of before. If the question is Kevin De Bruyne still playing at the level he was a year ago, 2 years ago? The answer is no. Is he fading as a player? Yes. But now bringing his reputation and his reputation and like his standing in football into dispute because he didn't turn up in this final, because he didn't turn up in the semi-final, I think it's washed. Honestly, I think it's washed. Personally,
whenever we win games of football, I always make a point of praising the supporting cast, as you say. I always make a point of highlighting players who maybe don't get the headlines like a Haaland or De Bruyne. But when we lose games, I'll also do the same. The whole team stunk. The whole team stunk to a man. No one played well. We did not deserve to win that game of football. We went with the incorrect mentality. We didn't prepare well. We didn't fight hard enough on the pitch. United simply outfought us. You know the old saying, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. We're streets ahead of them, talent-wise and quality-wise, but you can.
You also got it wrong tactically, though. Don't do that as well. You also got it because Pep said it as well. You got it wrong tactically in the first half, and obviously Ten Hag outwitted him and outsmarted him in certain aspects.
He went wrong with playing Vardiol in the system that he's been flourishing well in recent weeks, because Vardiol was getting no change out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think that battle was made for Doku. I think Doku should have started that game because he was getting change out of the fullback when he came on the pitch. He was beating players, and you were doubling up on him. But Vardiol, he wasn't there. He was offering nothing. We went with the Kovacic or starting forward on the wing, so you can bring Kovacic on the pitch, and then you let Vardiol control the left hand side. It was nullified. Our left hand side in terms of attack was nullified. It was non-existent. Kyle Walker going high up the pitch, offering nothing as always in attack and leaving space in behind. That's exactly how Kobe Mainoo scored his goal. Walker didn't bother his ass to track Kobe Mainoo properly. To a man, your Rodris, your De Bruynes, your Fodens, your Bernardos, none of these men played well. And the thing is, I'm City's biggest cheerleader when we're playing well, but I'm also our biggest critic for games in isolation when we're not performing. I believe no one is above criticism. I don't care if you're Kevin De Bruyne or Phil Foden. In a game in isolation, I'm happy to criticize your performance. It won't damage your legacy or what you've done, but I'll criticize your performance. That's the way I am.
How many years do you reckon he's got left, De Bruyne? Like, do you think, like, as a City fan, you could rely on him? You could rely on him.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I mean, like, when do I think he'll go, or how many? Physically, what he has left.
Physically, yeah, just kind of physically.
I think if they alter his role to the way that I said they should, I think two or three at the highest level at most. At most.
3.
Yeah, maybe if they could severely.
I say one. I say 1 year.
No. If they severely cut his playing minutes down and just use him for important times, impact sub, I think you can get 2 or 3 out of De Bruyne.
I'm with SAEED.
Drop his role deeper. Of course. The thing with the issue with De Bruyne is, for years and years and years, he's built up wear and tear because he's the first name in the team sheet. Every game, twice a week, 3 times a week. Cup, league, rain, hail, snow. De Bruyne is playing in the middle of the pitch, up and down, box to box. His body's physically done. Now just let him use his ability, use his vision, and withdraw.
But Huey, me and you, I don't know, I know anyway, you might not know this. Pep won't play him there. That's not a Pep way of playing. Pep wants Rodri there, and that's it. He doesn't want anyone near Rodri in that space. Can you really see him redefining the whole way of City playing in potentially his final season? Guys, it's an open question. I don't see Pep changing the way he plays for the sake of Kevin De Bruyne. The whole philosophy, the whole way they play with one DM, inverted fullbacks, everyone else in attack, basically. I don't see it, guys, personally. I might be wrong.
I agree. I fully agree. I think because of Kevin De Bruyne's natural play style, he goes for the jugular. Like, he's someone who's always wants to be incisive, and he's got the technical quality. One of my boys is going to hate me saying this or he's going to love me saying this because he's been arguing with me about this for years. He's got the technical quality in theory to play deeper, but I think his play style, it doesn't make for the type of midfielder that Pep wants. He wants the 100%. The high volume passing, he'd rather keep in those zones. He wants to keep the ball, to get the ball to the guys of Kevin De Bruyne. Further up the pitch will do the damage. So I agree with Grizz. I don't see Kevin De Bruyne being utilized as this deep line midfielder or this like all action number 8 that Bernardo Silva, the role that Bernardo Silva plays. Like, he wants his midfielders to be super secure in possession, like keep the ball at all costs. So I personally think he's just going to be the aim that Man City should have done it last summer, to be honest. They should have done it last summer. We said it, right? Man City should have already signed a successor to Kevin De Bruyne. And I don't mean because obviously people will ask, where's Phil Foden? Phil Foden is there, but it should be a successor to Kevin De Bruyne with Phil Foden in the team. That's the way I see it. I think they should have made that signing last summer. They tried to with Paqueta. They didn't get Paqueta. And then they just go out and sign Nunes. They need to sign someone to take the mantle. Phil Foden's doing that. He's doing that now. Get another midfielder to take the mantle of Kevin De Bruyne, and then you have him in and out of the team. Like that's the role he's going to have to play now.
Look, I don't think it matters that when I say 2-3 years time, if he can last a long. My belief is he'll be gone this time next year. I believe both Pep and De Bruyne will be gone this time next year.
What's going to happen to Matías Nunes? He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's got a long shot in him.
Matías Nunes was a panic buy, man. He was a panic buy. Okay, that's the reality of the situation.
That's not what you were saying last summer, though. That's not what you were saying last summer.
I was hyping up against Luton Town and that.
You were using the Cole Palmer money for Matías Nunes. So what?
Yeah,
you just bid it.
A whole season happened. A whole season happened. That's what happened, man.
Bro, I never understand that signing. I never understood that.
I'm collecting my flowers early on that one because I want flowers for that signing as well.
I want flowers for that signing as well. I want flowers. It's mad. Man City going out and signing a midfielder who can't pass. It doesn't make sense.
What is this?
It makes no sense. I'm sorry.
People are saying 50 million on a panic buy. You know, that's the
50 million, and you're just bidding him off. I thought he was going to have a second season. No, nothing. Okay,
he's got interest from Saudi as of today.
Crazy. No
Saudi
criticism for him. Nothing.
Just better than that, man.
He's just able to come in 50 million, not do shit, and then bounce after winning an elite title.
Who was it that I was watching? There was a podcast. I can't remember. There was a pod I was watching, and they were talking about flops of the season, and they were talking about guys. They were talking about, I think maybe it must have been FCM, and they were talking about guys who have actually performed this season. I'm like, yeah, they mentioned Matías Nunes, but I'm like, why is there? He should be like right up there because he's done next to nothing for Man City this season, and that's my problem with results-based analysis. When a team is doing well, it does not matter that they've signed this guy for 55 million. He's contributed F all to their season, F all. It doesn't get spoken about.
Is there anyone else?
Literally nothing. I can't think of one highlight, one moment.
Who was that aimed at? Is that anyone else you want to aim that towards? Like just Matías Nunes?
What the fuck you're doing right now?
No, this is good. This is important.
Oh, bro! Like if I get started on Bandana Man, then all hell's gonna break loose, man. So
yeah, it is. Trust me, it is.
He's just chilling though. He's chilling, man. You know what, man? Grealish is living the life, though.
2 out of 3 are saying.
Man's living the life, though, man. He could just chill. You know what I mean? Get boozed up and that, like relax, and then you're still playing. Nah, he's chilling, man. He's chilling, man. Fair play to him, man. Fair play.
System. He works and complements our system.
Jack's had a tough season, man. Jack's had a tough season with injury and illness. He missed something like 15 games altogether through injury, so it's been tough for him to get his place back in the team. I'm comfortable admitting he's not had a great season. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I reckon you got.
So are we saying Paqueta was supposed to be the guy that he was going to bring in to eventually replace some of the big hitters?
No.
How old is Rodri now?
28, I think.
Oh, he's still good to go. He's still go. So Bernardo Silva probably finally leaving. Pep finally leaving. Kevin De Bruyne probably leaving. That's
Wait, when did you say Kevin De Bruyne's going to leave? This summer, next summer?
Carl Walker.
Is
there a conversation about Carl Walker's performances in a couple of the big games recently?
He needs to replace him.
I'm happy for
Carl Walker was quite
he needs to be replaced.
He's doing my head in. He's doing my head in totally, Carl Walker, man.
There's a bit of a... I mean, look, how many times have we said football's cyclical? Every team has to be recycled, every coach. He's done 10 years? Pep, 9 years?
8
Came
years.
2016, he came.
Wow. This could be a opening for certain other coaches, man, who've been, you know what I mean, waiting in the wing.
What are we saying? Arsenal are favourites next season.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking, yeah. Who would you? We are at this moment in time. We are primed to. If Pep was to leave in a year, we are primed to start. If we hadn't started next season, yeah. But next season's a big one for us as well, isn't it? So it is all mad. But now we kind of know the news of Pep Guardiola, yeah. I want to win it more. I want to win it more this coming up
before he leaves. Before he
Yeah,
leaves.
bro, I want to win it.
Yeah. You don't want to be like, yo, man left.
100%.
I hear that.
You win it after. But what I'm saying is, I want to win it more now because of this.
I just think. I don't know. People say, "Oh no, I'm glazing," but I just think Man City they're gonna look hard at what they need to improve in the summer, and I think they're gonna make those adjustments. Like I don't.
Well, they'll bring in starters, Toby. They'll bring in starters.
No one's denying that, though.
No, I'm not saying anyone is denying that. I'm saying that like the talk is on what's not working for Man City, and rightly so after losing the cup final. But what I'm saying is, me outside looking in, I expect there to be a reaction in terms of the type of players that they bring into the club this summer. I think they're going to bring in more midfielders, more attackers, and they'll probably bring in at least one fullback, at least one. So,
do you think they make a marquee signing?
Absolutely. We just have to.
Like
absolutely.
Musiala reverts.
I don't know if it'll be to. I mean, the Musiala one it's in flux, right? With what's happening at Bayern. I wouldn't rule out the possibility of them signing Musiala this. I don't think they signed Wirtz. I don't think he's going.
One more year. He said 1 more year.
Yeah,
I think we get Bruno G. I think we get
Bruno G. Yes,
that would be a quality signing for them. Quality signing.
G, yeah.
I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced with that one.
He's class, man. He's class. I know he's a bit of a
Man City level is a total different level. Man City level is a total different level.
I get why you're saying that, but I'm telling you. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I think people put him on this crazy pedestal, but he's class, man. He's a fantastic passer of the ball, and he's so tenacious. Like he's almost pisses me off sometimes because
he's reckless. Rodri is calculating. There's a massive difference. Rodri,
but he'll play with Rodri. He'll play with Rodri.
No chance.
Yeah, he will.
Yep.
I think he would.
It's essentially what Kovacic is doing now.
Yeah, he'll play where Kovacic is playing.
He'll play Rodri, and he'll.
I don't think he will. That's not.
I think he will, and
why not? Why don't you think so?
Yeah,
no.
It's exactly what Pep wanted Declan Rice for last summer.
I see it as like a Party Rice partnership only at City.
We'll see. Time will tell. I think Guardiola likes far more diminutive players because you got to remember, Gomes does a lot of glory passes. He looks for glory passes. Pep hates that with that passion. How many times have we told him to stop? He's the only person who's allowed to pretty much do that is KDB because that's KDB. So Gomes,
I think Rodri can make some. Rodri makes the decisive passes now. I just think with Bruno, I think he's got the technical quality to play for Man City. That's where I'm looking at it. He's got the technical quality to play for Man City, and I think he's got the off the ball work ethic that you need at Man City as well. That's why I actually think it's going to be a race to the finish line between Arsenal and Man City who can sign him, because
that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
I think that whichever team signs him, you're getting yourself a quality player. He's class, man.
Do you think we should? Do you think we should? If it was a choice for Arsenal, Isak or Bruno, it has to be Isak.
Has to be Isak.
Isak, man. Yeah, 100% Isak.
Has to be Isak.
Yeah, Isak.
I assume they'll only sell one though. I assume that, and I said something wild recently, and yeah, all right, I said 150, but what I mean by it is if Isak is available. And it'll take breaking the record. Listen, we went 100 on Rice. The record's what, 15 more than that, 10, 12 more than that. If it took 120 to take Isak, I'm taking Isak, bro. Forget Bruno.
Do you think they're selling what price do you guys think Newcastle will put on Isak's head?
I think they would look close.
But what price do you think?
You have to remember how much they paid for him. This was their big hitter. So it probably would take minimum 110 to 120 to get him out of there, because they're gonna look
120.
Yeah, because if Grealish cost 100, right? And then you'll see how
gone, man. Those days have gone. Those figures have gone this summer. Trust me, innit?
You don't think? Yeah, but that's the figure that that's the figure that
they're gonna ask for that. But those Declan Rice and Caicedo and those 120.
Every time you say that, bro, Grizz, it happens.
I don't agree because it depends on how big a team wants him. Okay,
who's going to give that?
Arsenal got the capacity to give that.
You think
Arsenal got the capacity to give 110 for Isak?
Yes, they just paid 105 for Rice.
They're
know.
going to
They
have
do.
to, man. He's got 5 years left.
I know,
on
but
his
that's the
deal as well.
point. They've just
Got
paid
5 years
105
left.
rights.
They're not.
Unless
They
they
can.
offset.
Must do
They
a
hold
deal,
the trump
Grizz, to
cards.
Yeah,
installments.
but
or some
when
reason.
you say offset, right? They're gonna sell. Let's be real. Arsenal are gonna sell about minimum 5-6 players this summer, right? They're looking to fetch around maybe 15 to 30 million for a couple of those players, plus the money that they made from finishing second in the league, plus the money that they made
They're
from
not willing to
Champions
go
League.
110, man, for Isaac.
So,
The noise is they're not willing to pay that much.
Yeah, I'm like if they're willing to pay
Might not be.
105 for
But they need
Rice,
to.
willing to pay 90 million for Mudryk, I don't really see
Rice
why
for
they
me
wouldn't.
is a game changer. Isaac is
Isaac.
probably the icing on the cake, but not a game changer to go
I think he
break
is,
that
man.
Rice
He-
record.
Sorry,
he-
sorry.
he's
Isaac is a game
man.
changer.
He's back for them,
You
Grizz.
look
He's a
at their
potential
attack.
league winner. He's a potential league winner.
You look at their attack.
Isak up top will be fucking
He's
mad.
Bro,
a
you'll be
game changer for
insane,
them.
man.
How many times have you
Insane.
heard Arsenal fans talk about Bukayo Saka as our only, like they say, he's the only like star attacker. Like Martinelli's a very good player, but he's not on Saka's level. Jesus, he's not on Saka's level, right? They need another game changer in the attack, and that's Isak.
Isak
Yeah.
would be he'd be so cold. He'd be the one for me. I don't profile
Do you look-
wise,
Yeah.
age, quality.
100%.
you
I
know,
agree with all that.
experience.
I
I
agree
don't
with all
know
that.
what's
I'm just
close to it.
saying, I don't see Arsenal paying 110 million for him. That's what I'm saying.
You know
I'm
what it
not
is with
disputing
me,
the player. He's a baller.
I never saw Arsenal paying 100 mil for a player, and then we done it for Rice. Now
But
I'm
that's the
now
problem,
I'm,
though.
now I'm saying to myself,
is it.
if you can pay 100 for a DM,
Dangerous territory,
then
man. If you don't
can
win a
pay
game,
120 for a striker. I mean,
I'm just saying it's a dangerous territory. You start buying £100 million players and you're not going to win again.
But that's
Yeah,
what
but
that's what they need to do, though. They need to bridge that gap.
need to buy
If
players,
City are
bro.
doing it, City are doing it, then they need to do it. Because at the end of the day, this is what's stopping them from winning the league. Go and get it. Go
Grizz,
get
you
the
know
player.
when we bought
100%.
Haaland, when we bought Haaland, there was no doubt that he was brought in to win us the Champions League. That was what he was meant to be the difference maker between us winning and losing the Champions League. I think an out and out bagsman is all Arsenal are missing from winning the league. Absolutely. And
Let's see.
Isak's that right now. He's absolutely that.
I think he's harder to get though. That's the thing, because obviously with Bruno G, there's a release clause. There's a release clause. It's a known release clause, and it's
For a
release
month.
clause.
For a month.
For a month.
For a month.
Is it,
What's the
for
release
how long?
clause?
Which month?
Isn't
Which
it
month?
80 million?
June.
End
June.
of May till June. I think something
End
like
of
that.
June.
It's the middle
Yeah,
of June
so-
or something.
Something like that anyway.
Yeah.
But it's only
Listen.
for a month.
Listen, there's
Yeah, I
been
don't
quite
know.
a few. There's been quite a few strikers that have been good this year, man. Can I interest
I
you
know.
in Dominic Solanke for a cheaper rate, Turkish?
Hey.
bro,
Bro, I'm not
what?
disrespecting him, man. He's a
Calvert
Premier League.
Lewin.
Nah,
Only a couple
bro.
goals left.
He's-
What about Ollie
he's taking
Watkins,
a
man?
piss
Why is
now.
no one
Ollie
talking about
Watkins?
Exactly.
Nah,
Ollie
nah, Ollie
Watkins?
Watkins is
See,
staying,
you
man.
you fuck around too much. You fuck about too much. Solanke got 2 less goals. Can I?
Now,
Can I
Watkins,
interest-
we see no disrespect to Watkins, Solanke, even Tony fell off at the end. But listen, no disrespect to them, but they don't fill me with that. Like if we bought them,
Osimhen?
The aura. You don't feel the aura, yeah?
Osimhen, early in the season, I said it has to be someone like Osimhen.
Aye,
But
man.
now I moved.
Now the stocks are low for Osimhen, I'll tell you right now.
Because Isak's
Stocks are low.
had pretty good season injury wise. I mean, he's missed games, but he's had a pretty good. I'm looking at him like
You know,
Premier League experience.
how many
If
games
if
has
Osimhen's 100.
How many
You
games
know.
has Isak missed? I think he's missed quite a lot, guys.
No,
Someone
not
in the
more
chat
than
let us know.
not more than last season, surely. Not more than
Someone
last
in
season.
the last 2 seasons, how many
He
games?
started
whole
20.
team
He
has been
started
playing
27 and he came on 3 times.
Oh, fair.
Wilson
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
It's more Wilson that's missed more.
Yeah. That's fair then.
Yeah, 30 games in the Premier League. 30 games
Yeah.
played.
And if Osimhen's 100 Grizz, 120 for
21
Isak,
goals.
130
Shit.
for Isak, I think is more.
There's
It's
a couple
less
of sorry, go on.
Now less risk. I think less
I
risk.
think you're gonna go for that Sporting Lisbon one. That's just my hunch.
Guy Correa
Ah.
or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Guy
You
Correa.
can
Saeed,
You're gonna
have
go
you
for
seen
him?
this? Have you seen this report about Man United maybe being bumped down to Conference League because Nice? could
no.
finish-
That we will find a way around it, man. Don't
Yeah?
worry, man.
Is
Don't
that how
worry.
you manage the club's role? Yeah,
Bro, listen, man, relax.
we'll find a
They'll
way
find
around it. Yeah.
You know what's mad? Even big up to the chat there. Arteta out, Dovbik, bro. This guy top scorer in La Liga.
Girona.
He's strong. Yeah, man, bro. He's only got 40 million release clause. I know that's a kind of wild shout, but that's a cheap alternative. If
We're
you're
not
looking
giving
for
him
that.
to Arsenal.
He did well this season. I
What
saw
do you
his
mean
stats.
we're not giving it to Arsenal?
He's
Like
CFG.
Girona,
He's CFG, mate. He's CFG.
yeah, but come on, man. You know, you only own how much do you really own? Like, you don't-
Multi-club ownership, baby.
Look at this guy, man. This guy's funny, man. But now listen, you got him, Gokares, is it? You
Yeah.
got him. You know what I mean? But again, don't dismiss Solanke, man. Listen, I don't think Grizz is
Solanke's a
lying,
good
man.
striker.
Solanke's a good
Watkins an
striker,
Arsenal
man.
fan? Isn't Ollie Watkins an Arsenal fan as well?
Yeah,
No,
Watkins.
but he's not going anywhere, man. Not going
Why
anywhere.
not?
Champions League, man. His boyhood club, Champions League, man. Come
Qualify
on.
for Champions League with
Bro, this
Villa.
qualified.
No,
They
if
got Emery signed a new
Arsenal-
deal.
Did you see him
Watkins
crying?
was
Did you see him
fine for
crying
us.
when they reached Champions League, man? Come on.
Bro, Emery just signed a new deal. Do you think Emery signed a new deal when Watkins is about to
You
leave?
get
No
me?
way, mate.
Oh, Sesko.
Sesko, he's more of a young project, man.
Yeah, beyond
Brother.
project.
Keep an eye on Sesko,
No, but-
people. Sesko. I mean,
He looks like he's
I'm
got
saying
the
keep an eye
minerals.
like he's unknown project. The people that watch football know Sesko, but yeah,
But,
Sesko
yeah,
is
if
my
I
guy.
was Arsenal, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm saying throw the bag at Isak. Forget about
Yeah,
Sesko.
simple.
Let him go to another
Do
Do
club.
Liverpool need it? Do Liverpool need a striker?
Possibly.
Nah,
I
man,
personally, you
Nunes.
know me, I personally would.
Darwin,
Nunes,
man.
man.
Who's
I don't
going
think
out?
it's
Who's
left,
going
is
out the door?
Shota, come on, man.
Jota's injury prone.
Diaz.
Who's going out the door?
Diaz.
Just Diaz?
I wouldn't. Guys, I would sell Nunes if we got our money back. But I don't. As I said, I don't think the market's going to be that pricey now. I know you're thinking Isaac Weber. I don't think there's going to be big transfers.
Slot, man. Just watch out for them Dutch players, man. You know what I mean? You're going to be linked with a lot of Dutch players, so maybe that market.
You're just seeing this as a Ten Hag 2.0, but you need to remember Edwards is the one leading the recruitment, not Slot.
Yeah,
So
man,
What
but
you just
listen,
said there. What you just said there is
Slot.
it's not happening, bro. They don't roll
You'll be
like Man
getting-
United, no structure. Yeah, Ten Hag, do whatever you want. That's Edwards
Bro.
did not come back for that.
You're going to be
It's
linked
not
with all them
happening.
Dutch players, man. You know
No,
what I mean?
not
I'm
gonna
telling
happen.
you.
No, we don't do those.
You know
Anthony's,
that, what about that
and,
Santiago? Did he not manage him? Was that a different club?
Jimenez.
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 Santi-
Did he manage him?
Yep.
So would you know what I mean? That's an option there.
I haven't seen
No.
enough of Jimenez. I'm not going to lie. I need to
Yeah.
study him more. But and you guys segueing into Liverpool chat. There's no Liverpool chat, but I would personally, sell Nunes.
wise.
But are we going to sell Nunes and Diaz? No chance.
Why not? Why not?
I would
You're gonna
sell.
rebuild, you know.
Too much turmoil,
Yeah.
too much change, bro.
I would sell Nunes first. if
Yeah,
I
but
was-
you say that too much change. If it's not working, so what if you change it?
I just want to pray for a Jota-free injury season. That's it. I'm calm
No
with the
chance.
rest.
No chance.
No,
Not happening.
this season he was
Yeah.
unlucky. This season, man's literally sat on him and shit on his knee.
You're asking for
Brock.
too much. I think, no.
Yeah, Brock.
It's like
But that's
it's like asking for a Pedro Neto free injury.
No,
season,
no,
bro.
Pedro,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
hamstrings keep falling off, man. My brother's got no, hamstring left. But
Mm.
with Jota this year, it was pure impact injuries, like bang. So it's just unlucky, man. But yeah, I think Diaz leaves, man. I think Diaz goes.
To
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
PSG, Barca.
PSG, I reckon.
The two standouts, PSG or Barca.
Who's on the left for Barca?
They play sometimes Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
They play,
Didn't
Bro, Ferran Torres,
Gavi.
Gabby, Gabby.
How about
yeah.
Ferran Torres,
Fabinho
brother?
plays.
Blast from the past, innit? Recent past.
Pedri plays on the
Yes,
on the left
City did a
sometimes.
swindling thing there, selling that brother for
Innit?
the price they got.
Bro.
Absolutely.
Those Cowboys.
Torres is a good player though. I don't get the. He's not,
Not
like,
for the money. Not for the money. Barca
Yeah,
paid.
he's
It's like
not,
70
he's
mil.
not.
How much did they pay for him again?
70 mil or some shit.
He's
Is it 50?
very,
I think it's
very
more than
low.
that.
Still owe it to us. They haven't paid us a dime.
Good. Also, fraudulent shit you just did there.
Rafinha and Felix as well. Yeah, the chat mentioned.
Bro, remember that summer, man, when Chelsea and Arsenal was fighting over Rafinha, man? Flipping
And
out.
us as well. And us as well.
Bro, what was going on that time, man? Like, what the fuck?
I still
man?
think Rafinha is a good player. You know, I just
Nah,
think he's
man, I swear,
he's
he's
not
so
like elite
frustrating,
level, but I
man.
think he's a good player, man. I think he's a good player.
Very
Nah.
basic. And with Saeed, very basic.
Nah, man, I swear down.
That was
He's
a
not
hit.
Got,
like that.
what we'll do is we'll get into the super chats now because we've got 55 there. I'll advise people to pause on the super chats for a second, especially the ones on City, United, because we're about to get.
Yo, why are people so mean in the chat, man? It's crazy.
Why are they saying, "Oh, Toby's trying to get
I know,
involved"?
yeah, like
It's the truth. We were literally in for Rafinha. I don't really get what's.
No, you
these
wasn't.
guys, man. I think they were, man.
I
I think they were,
remember
man.
beefing
I think they
you
were.
on YouTube for
One
Rafinha.
sec,
I just remember
Tottenham.
Arsenal, bro. I don't remember you.
Rafinha.
Yeah, that is
Nah,
funny.
man, you were never involved, man. That was us
Bro.
two going for it, not you,
Watch,
man.
watch.
We didn't do a single stream about your club.
I'm gonna
getting
find- I'm
Rafinha,
gonna
bro.
find it.
I
I'm
was
gonna
covering
find
that
it.
story back to front. That was,
Happened
your club
to-
was never involved.
Nah, this
Happened
chat,
to-
man, I swear
We did
down.
not sweat. No.
Spurs to bid 60 million for Rafinha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Summer, June 2022. We were involved, bro.
Who's the source? Who's the source? Who's the source?
I don't know why I'm online. Listen,
Who's the mirror? Is it the mirror? The mirror.
It's not the mirror, bro. What are you talking about?
Who's the source? Who's the source?
I'm talking about my YouTube videos that I made, bro.
So you fucking broke the news.
You're the source.
No, man.
Team talk.
You know, I'm gonna find the article because
How can he break news and then refer to himself years later?
You're trying to play me, and I don't know why you're trying to play me. Gary Jacob even said it as well. One sec.
Yeah.
Man used himself as the reference to prove a point. It's crazy.
I am the source. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro.
You lot are such
Saka sauce, man. The Saka sauce.
Because you know the funny thing is, you know, this happened. We literally spoke about it on Big Six. We actually spoke about it on Big Six. And man, I don't recall.
I don't recall.
Yeah,
They're calling you tapping ITK.
I bet you don't.
Tapping ITK.
I bet you don't. Just like you don't recall our interest in Gabriel Jesus as well. All right, cool, no problem.
I actually don't recall that either. I'll be real.
All right, cool, no problem.
It's news to me.
Let's get into the super chats. 55 here. Not all of them are on the subject, so I'm going to save like the Chelsea ones for the Chelsea segment because there's only Chelsea to really go to next. Like GRIZZ said, not much on Liverpool right now.
Put your head down, man.
Gamma Grovers are waiting for you, mate.
Bro.
Grab a drink of Matisse, man. We got a super chat, and it's your time to shine, bro. It's your time to shine.
I'm Mascara. Come here, man.
TOBS early. Big up the members as well. Top 5 goalkeepers in the world had a tough game, Hugh. Our top 5 goalkeeper in the world had a tough game, Hugh. Jackie G must have blown a 2.3 on his breathalyzer. 100 mil hangover. Saeed Romero is clear.
Oh, did you see that quote, by the way, by Guardiola on Lisandro Martinez?
No.
Top 5 defenders in the world.
This is
he loves doing
that. Of course he is.
I'm just saying.
This is a guy who's been known to lie. This is a guy who signed. For those who are old enough to remember him, this is a man who signed Kryginski at Barcelona. Yeah, if you don't know who Kryginski is,
the Ukrainian defender.
Ukrainian center back.
Please.
I'm just saying.
Was it Donetsk or Dynamo Kiev?
That was nasty. It was Shakhtar Donetsk.
It was Shakhtar.
Shakhtar Donetsk. I had him on Football Manager.
Yep, so did I. He was actually quite good on Football Manager.
Yeah, he was, wasn't it? He had pace. That guy was quick, man.
That was quick. He's good. Where did you get off playing Football Manager at 5 years old, though?
Shut up, man.
Wow, this guy.
I was 6.
I was 6, man. Man.
Next up, Jasuke says, great win for United. However, don't let the FA Cup paper over the cracks like how Arsenal used to do years ago. As it took us years to get back to competing levels, United must rebuild properly. Bill says that Conference U and his oil brother can hold that counter-attack footy United heritage. Just like Rashford, Manchester is red. KDB hooked again. Big up Daniel. Payback for last season. Ten Hag spot on tactically and the team setup was perfect. Outclassed Pep. 2 trophies in 2 seasons and 3 finals. Stick with Ten Hag. JD says, for all the ball knowledge on the panel, I'm shocked you all dismissed football heritage. Hashtag MUFC.
I did dismiss football heritage, but just my tweet when I saw the team lineups. Could you remember when I asked Saeed for the lineups and he gave me some bum Man United lineup and I said, yeah, no.
I gave you my lineup.
He gave me his lineup, bum lineup, basically. So when I saw the actual lineup, go to my tweets. I said, yo, this ain't no walk in the park. This could be fun, and boy, was it fun.
He says United must sack Ten Hag. He goes on a high. The season as a whole was poor and our heritage got us over the line. No system, no man management. Injuries not an excuse. De Zerbi plus a new board. We will be cooking next season. Pick up Matty. I'll save that one. Next up, Chelsea, another one. Save that one. Big up Professional Sex Bot again. Look here at City. We are charitable. We gave Arteta a dinner plate for bigger fish to fry. Klopp an energy drink because he's tired. And lastly, Ten Hag and FA Cup because our little bro was a disaster this season.
I like that tweet. That's a good tweet. Or a good super chat.
It's my guy, man.
Your guy.
Hamza says Saeed tore his ACL, MCL, BBL celebrating that first goal. United got me researching conference teams. Man, it's peak. The Champions League could be a vibe, though. Blaze says, are we really going to let Hugh insult our intelligence to hint that City treble plus 4p wouldn't have happened without Mr. 100 mil? His third season on the bench. Hashtag flop.
I didn't say 4p. I did say treble, though. I stand up.
Nah, it's never, brother, it's never flown with me. So trust me.
I didn't ask.
Yeah. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the guy who sent the super chat. glad you're sharp and on the ball. Yeah.
Brian said, Hugh, put more respect on Bilbo. But we're looking up your Viking super cyborg and for you.
Yeah, this is getting wild, man.
I'm confused, man. I missed the joke.
This is a lot, man. This is a lot,
you said a lot,
guys.
bro. But you said a lot without saying anything that we understood, bro. But you said a lot.
Man, Brian, you cooked, mate. You cooked. Well,
I'm confused. I don't know.
Buggins. I don't know.
People do so much, man. Like
I'm baffed.
The other way, they only get a certain amount of characters in these super chats.
I think he's talking about obviously the guy from Lord of the Rings, but I think he's talking about Lisandro Martinez, about Bilbo Baggins. Baggins, sorry.
I think that's from my co-host calls him Bilbo Baggins or Buggins or whatever.
Okay.
Next one. Stop doing Kendrick on these super chats, people. Let me just read it for what it is, man. Doing the hidden meanings, triple entendres and stuff. Bilbo Buggins, you know the fuck. No, Bilbo Buggins.
It's Lord of the Rings, brother.
I don't watch that shit.
Neither did I, but I got indoctrinated like 2 years ago. Watched a lot.
Say no more.
But I don't watch that shit.
LFG is insane, man.
Pepper says, Mr. Hugh Murray, count your days. TOBS, SAEED, Matisse, you have 12 months to catch Arsenal or you're going to be in for a shameless Turkish for a while.
Facts.
We will be here when United inevitably bottled Europa League again. Boast now, SAEED. We'll clip you later.
What?
Oh, no, I'll save that one for... No, I'll bring it in. Big up Jazzy. The club send-off and United winning the FA Cup media coverage views eclipsed City's 4P celebrations. The parade didn't even make a top story on Sky. Why is City's coverage so meaty? Thoughts, everyone?
Personally, for me, I don't know why they're doing a parade again, man. Like, it gets a bit... You know what I mean? It loses its sentiment. No, personally, for me, like, they've done four. I don't get
parade, man. You got a parade.
What are you talking about?
SAEED, man.
Personally, man, they've won 4, man. Just go home with it. You know what I mean?
SAEED got a whole year of shame he hasn't been able to let out, and he's letting it out tonight, man.
Bro, honestly.
He's enjoying. Big up Jazzy as well. Eli says, big up the panel as always. The community, especially my Discord dons. I'm late, so I don't know if this was brought up, but quickly, Romero or Lisandro?
Bro, come on, man. That's disrespectful, man.
We had the reason why Eli's bringing it up is because we had a big debate about it in the Spurs Discord chat this afternoon. So my answer is clear. So yeah, I'm just not changing.
Ray says, we had a better season than United, but United showed us City were there for the taking. Their defense was leaky, and De Bruyne plus Haaland were injured or inconsistent. Nas says, Ineos run the chance of pulling a Bowley. Unless they get the right manager, they'll have sacked the manager that won 2 trophies in 2 seasons. Sorry. And Doug May says, are we going to forget these men scammed the win against Coventry? Brother, well, they won it in the end.
Yep.
What's this one? No, I'll say that Chelsea. Big up Maurice. Good morning, Big Six. Here to back SAEED, my Manc brother, and laugh at Hughie. Turkish. What's up with Bavs calling Charity Shield the English Super Cup?
Oh, Bavs is a troll, man. He's told me, like, don't listen to him on Twitter, man. He's a troll.
He
said it on the show. He said it
on the show. He said it in real life. He said, don't listen to him on Twitter. So you lot are just, you know what I mean? You're falling for the bait, man.
Patrick says, SAEED, Madrid and United stopped City from winning a double treble. Shout out to Matisse for being the only one to respect Hala Madrid. Hold that, Hugh. AK Dash says 21 goals and assists in his last 20 games. Captain's performance in the final when certain generational midfielders get hooked. Will the panel finally put some respect on my captain?
I'll put respect on this.
This is so shameful, but it's whatever, man.
Let me save that one.
Why? You don't want to rate Bruno G?
No.
What's his
This
name?
is Bruno
No,
F.
sorry,
Bruno
sorry,
Fernandes.
F.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, you don't want to rate Bruno
I've always said that he's a good player. He's just not as
So
good
the
as Man
shameless
United.
part's
The shameless part is
Kevin De
talking
Bruyne.
about generational midfielders and performances in finals when Bruno Fernandes is notorious for not turning up in big moments. So props to him for delivering on a big stage finally. But that statement around certain other generational midfielders getting hooked is washed.
No, I get that part. But put some respect though on Bruno Fernandes. He's a very, very good player. Very good.
He is a good player. I've never said he's not a good player.
Sometimes you talk down on him.
No, I say he's not as good as the players that SAEED used to talk him up to. That's all I say. He's a good player, but he's got flaws. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it.
Okay then, no problem.
Jay says Mainoo hype is no longer hype. He's the truth. Kid had Rodri and Kovacic bumping into each other. Change of manager needed to get the best out of him.
Yeah, mine is a baller.
He's cold.
I hate that. Mine is a baller.
No, you know, I was trying to avoid it all season, but bro, the guy just
Come on, man.
Cold.
Mine is got. They got one now.
Treat him like Saka, man. Everyone loves Saka in it nowadays, so treat him like that.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is. We got Mainoo. Hopefully, one of us take him off you. That would be the
never.
That'll be the final now. Natty says De Bruyne and Haaland in tight spaces are useless, and I've said this before. So overrated, especially De Bruyne. He's not a top tier CM. Can't dictate a game. Spams crosses. No press resistance. Quote: GOAT Premier League centre mid. Joke.
Fucking hell, Natty. Relax.
Ignore. Ignore.
You've done a lot there. You've done too much there.
Yeah.
MCFT Solo says, I think Pep stays if we don't win either the Premier League or
Even Saeed went quiet.
Saeed was like, shit, fucking hell.
Now I was just listening to the chat there, man. They were moving mad.
I can't imagine he'd leave without a major. If we 5-peat, he rides into the... We talked about this. I talked about it. He didn't leave Barca the last season. They didn't win the league. I'm pretty sure that the year he left, they didn't win the league.
No, they did win it. They did win it.
The year they left.
Actually, no, you're right. I think Jose won it that year.
I'm pretty sure Jose won it that year.
You're right.
I was surprised he left on a low.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, right, man. Turkish getting excited.
We will be here. Let me see. C says Doku, the only guy who hasn't turned into a robot by Pep, played well. And Brooke says, which one was more hype, City's 4-peat or United's FA Cup?
Damn. Yo, it's crazy.
Clay said, Hughes, you said you'd take any fullback over Reece just because he's never available. Surely you'd do the same for Stones, who's never 100% fit when you need him.
Nope.
Finished 8th and we beaten City in the final. Spoiled Klopp's farewell in the process and sent Chelsea to the Conference League. Hashtag football heritage. Nice summary.
It's not a bad ending, you know, when you deep it at the end.
Oh, Melly. Last year, City fans were talking about Grealish's influence. Now all we see is Grealish under the influence. 100
shit. No way. Oh my day.
Cold super chat.
That was good wordplay. I got to clap.
Yeah. Cold super chat.
Say says if Dortmund lost the Champions League final, they would have had a worse season than United, which means Ten Hag was right to bin Sancho because he ultimately came out with silverware. Hashtag Ten Hag for the quad. Yeah,
bro, man, say man, you just into this, you know what I mean, man? Swear down, bro. So enjoy life, yeah.
Hilarious claims of United having a better season than Arsenal. People were mocking Arteta finishing 8th and winning the cup. Now it's Ten Hag saved my life. Karen took the kids. At the end of the day, the biggest losers are the Arsenal fans that left off fireworks outside a hotel that City won in and still won nothing. Are you a City fan, Karen? just want to know. I can't remember who you support before I rip your team. But yeah, that would be hard. Love United said, so Toby, Garnacho is still mid. My star boys turn up in finals. Certain club star boys can't even drag their team to a semi-final. We are not the same.
I rate what Garnacho's been able to do, but I still think he is mid. So yeah.
Adidas says Saka limping is him having a stinker, but when De Bruyne asks for a sub, it's not a problem.
Sweet Jesus.
Josh said TOBS said Gerrard was crocked at 32. He scored 10 in 46. How is that crocked? 14 in 39 at 33 and 13 in 41 at 44.
Don Gargan.
Okay.
My brother.
Does he take the pens in those seasons?
Yeah,
He does.
How many non-penalty goals?
Don't matter, bro. Man.
No, I think it's important, but
Yeah, but we're talking 34. So
yeah, Lampard at 34, captain of the Champions League winning team. Tobes was going off in the group chat, so I just want to know.
No. I had no qualms with you praising.
My guy's clear.
I had no qualms with you praising Lampard delivering at 34. It was your lie. You literally said he was. What was your abbreviation?
I said he dropped a stellar performance.
You said he was. I don't even know who taught you the word shelling. Like, stay in your box for one. He was shelling. He was shelling in the Champions League final. What does that even mean? I watched the game, bro. Bayern Munich dominated virtually the entire game. He was not shelling shit. He put in a good corner. Didier Drogba scored the header, and he tucked his penalty in the shootout.
I'm not gonna lie, he didn't even take the corner. But anyway, let's go.
Oh yeah, it was Mata. Sorry, Mata took the corner. Exactly. Ridiculous.
Adewale with a big super chat love. He says the aim of competitive sports, it's to win the Premier. The aim of competitive sports is to win. The Premier League isn't any different. The only team that had a better year than United was City, plain and simple. No amount of mental gymnastics from a Spurs and Arsenal fan who know little about trophies. Big super chat, but big mug. If we know little about trophies as an Arsenal fan, there's only two other teams that know about trophies. We're the third most successful side. Respect.
By the way, before we carry on, why is your club here shamelessly putting that tweet out after we won the FA Cup final? Like,
that was nasty.
Shameless. That was nasty.
No,
and that for me, like how many
years
FA Cups you've won, you know what I mean, and whatnot. Just I didn't get that at all, man.
Who did that?
But Arsenal tweeted that.
Oh, bruv. You see, but yeah.
No, but I'm not saying, again, that's not just Twitter. Arsenal.
No, that's a joke. That makes me sick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nice. That's when you were saying that. I was like, yo, but then your club is tweeting out that madness, man. But yeah, man.
It's so funny as well. This super chat, bro. You're a fan. You're not a player. You're a fan, just like me. You're watching the games. So whether my team wins trophies or doesn't win trophies, I'm still watching the same football you're watching. So what do you have in your experience that I don't have in terms of watching? You may feel certain different things because your club's winning trophies, but being able to assess two teams, one who's winning, one who doesn't win, and that doesn't change because you support Man United and I support Tottenham.
And he also goes on to say De Bruyne is a Super Saiyan version of Bruno. Both have used stats to become vastly overrated. City's best season was when KDB missed about 80% of Prem games. The system allows him to perform in a Belgium team. You see the real him.
Listen, man. Kevin De Bruyne, man. I for some reason I always back him because I feel like he's at least performed in his big moments, man. That's what I always say about De Bruyne, man. Like,
what does he mean by City's best season was KDB when we missed 80% of the season? How was that?
Was that the Gundogan season?
I don't know what season. I just know they won a title. They won a title.
Yeah, they won a title. Yeah, Gundogan was performing like man.
That's not their best season, bro.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying.
Their 100-point season. He was probably their best player.
2017-18 was it?
Yes, he was the best player. The season after that, he got injured.
Ridiculous conversation. Ridiculous super chat. The agenda is just wild. I'm not even paying attention anymore. This is Kevin fucking De Bruyne we're talking about, for God's sake.
It's ridiculous.
Don't you dare type those letters B or UNO in the same super chat as Kevin De Bruyne.
He's got you, man. He's got you.
Why did you say his name like that? Adewale. He's a Nigerian as well, man. This guy just let me down with these
Nah, man.
bonehead super chats.
Because Adewale's had some good super chats.
He's got money though. Send some more of them bonehead super chats.
Yeah.
What other shit takes you got, man? You might as well fucking bring it in there now, bro. No, big up Adewale. It's all love, man. Love for the love. But if you got more shit takes, then yeah, super chat. Next one here from Shamar says our last 2 transfer windows midfield has been terrible. Phillips and Nunes in back-to-back windows is criminal, and the upcoming window is key.
I agree.
What about your sources? Credit to United, we scored a deflected goal against City at home, and they won the derby by 2 goals. With young lads like Mainoo, that moment could be seen in the future as the start of a better trajectory for United. A trophy and Europa is perfect for them. We will be here. HHW says City fans try to force the narrative that they never miss with transfers. Under Guardiola alone, Bravo, Danilo, Grealish, Mendy, Phillips, Nunes. Any more?
I don't think
no
Danilo
one
was a
ever
miss.
says we never miss with transfers. No one.
Danilo
ever.
wasn't a miss.
That's just
Alvarez is not a miss. Come on, he cost like 14 million.
How much?
Alvarez.
How could he be a miss?
14.
Alvarez had most appearances.
I beg your pardon.
Yo. Alvarez was cheap.
I'm not having Danilo though.
Yeah, Danilo's not a flop.
No, I'm having him as a flop.
Why? Why was he a flop? What did he do that was so
Didn't he?
bad?
No, he cost 50 million. He definitely
Rubbish
goes down
player.
as a flop.
Yeah, how was he a rubbish player? How was Danilo a rubbish player for Man
He was
City?
a
Danilo was
fifth-
a
I
rubbish
actually
player.
like Danilo. I actually like Danilo when he was there.
Sorry, we're revising history here. He was not rubbish. That's a lie. He was
I'm
not
saying
rubbish.
rubbish.
That was one good season. He had
But
a
for
good
50
season.
million, he didn't give value for money.
He didn't cost 50 million. He cost around 29, 30 million. And then they sold him. They sold him plus 30 million for Cancelo.
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
forget that.
definitely
Forget
for
the
him.
business side of
50
things,
million
man. Look,
fullbacks.
we know City and business. Forget the business side of things. As a player, Danilo's not good.
Well,
Rubbish
he wasn't
is
bad
harsh.
for Man City.
I like him.
So
Okay.
Rubbish is harsh.
Fair.
Of course, rubbish is like just
course, 50.
YouTube chat.
The only
He's
bona
not
fide
good.
flop on that list is Phillips and maybe Bravo. That's it.
Grealish is a flop. What are you
Bravo,
talking about?
Is he
Yeah,
flop?
Grealish.
Oh, don't start this.
Bravo is 100%.
Stop saying Grealish isn't a flop. He cost 100 million.
Listen,
And he
can
just
I
goes.
say?
Just goes.
You're
I know
crazy.
you
Yes,
said
he is a flop.
maybe.
We
need
won a
to-
treble with
crazy.
Jack Grealish.
We
talk.
need to
He's a
change that
flop.
maybe. We
He's
need
not a
hold on.
flop.
All right, not
Yes, he
against
is.
you two, man.
He's
Fucking
not.
hell, get a room. We're not.
Yeah, get a
listen,
room, yeah.
With Bravo, it's a 100% a flop. Not maybe.
Yes, I agree with that.
100%.
Yeah,
Fact.
Bravo
100%.
probably is. Bravo probably is.
Fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely is.
Bravo was
100%.
awful.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres, definitely. Ferran Torres needs to be in there as well. 50 million.
Grealish
No,
starts
he's not
every-
flop.
everybody in the chat.
Ferran Torres wasn't
Grealish
flop. He's
starts
got
for
double
every
figures
single
for
year clubs. He starts
Why
for
was he
every
flop?
single year clubs.
Bro.
They got good
50
money for
million
him though,
bucks
man.
for, you know?
Ferran
How was he a
Torres.
flop?
didn't-
He came in. He
Can't talk
scored.
about
He
the
scored
business.
double
Let's
figures in the
bring
league.
that
And then he
business.
Tobes, Pulisic versus Ferran Torres. Who had better career stints at their team? Because the way you're just allowing any City player
Anyone,
to just
bro.
get
Yeah.
away
No.
with it.
Okay, so
Oh,
let's circle it back. Let's circle it back.
Man, for City.
Let's circle it back.
this
Let's circle
twerking
it back.
is crazy.
Let's
right
circle
now.
it back. Let's circle it back.
Damn.
Ferran Torres was there for one season. In one season, he scored around 14 or 15
No,
goals.
but you know what? But he
Doing
scored
the
like
GA
3 or
thing.
4 in one game. You know what he did?
Yeah.
He scored.
Facts.
Remember, I
Facts.
swear
Thank you.
down. Go check the
Facts.
goals. He scored
100%.
3 or 4 in one game. Then he
Facts.
scored Bro, I'm telling you, it wasn't
Facts.
as what it seems,
He
man.
wasn't. He
Playing
wasn't.
in
It
the cup
wasn't.
games as well,
Playing in the
bagging
cup
in the
games,
third
he
round.
kept-
No, he kept. We only had to get him because he played more football than Jesus. We couldn't
Bro.
trust Jesus, so we had to bring in Ferran
Bro.
Torres.
How much did Ferran Torres even
Business-wise,
cost? You're comparing
Yeah,
him
he
to
cost- he was
Pulisic,
cheap,
who
he was
cost
cheap, he was
60
cheap.
million pounds. Matisse.
Ferran
was
Torres,
ridiculous.
seven Premier League goals and then 2 Premier League goals the following season. I don't know how many games.
You
it was only
got
4
sold
games
the
there.
following season. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
So 7 in 24, and that's success to you, yeah?
That's
for
not
a
failure.
forward.
I'm not even saying
For
it's
a
success. I'm saying he's not a flop. It's not failure.
You're so
wasn't
generous.
that wasn't
it's
that
mad.
those seasons where City were just like unbelievably good as well?
In the system as well with the players
In
they
the
had
system.
around him under that manager.
No.
Give it a rest, man.
Nah, you lot. The thing is, you lot are
That's
just.
why
you
it's
lot
hard.
are-
That's why it's
love
hard
Work
to
up,
compare
bro.
it, though.
You love
You're
to
not
waffle.
wrong.
You love
You're
to
right.
waffle.
Bro,
That's
focus
what's
on Grealish, man.
It's mad that we won all these trophies with all these flops, isn't it? It's crazy.
Big time twerker.
Well, no, this is
Yeah,
the
man.
point we're trying to
Keep
make. That
you
you
calling
can,
me
you
a
can buy all
twerker.
these players
It's
and then keep
hilarious.
replacing with 50 million players. 50 million. It's just a circular. What's it called? That belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh, it's
know what I
great.
mean, innit?
Great.
Circular belt.
Circular belt. You know what I
get
mean, innit? It's just a
Circular belt, yeah.
circular belt.
Oh, this is a two-parter. All right, we've got 2 super chats in from Content Universe saying, please read both. Top 6 manager debate. Ancelotti, Juventus, Milan, PSG, Bayern, Chelsea, Madrid, and only 1 league in each. Even though he walked into the biggest club and world-class squads his whole career, no more than 1 league in a country. In 30 years, only 1 more Champions League than Pep. Double Pep's years managing. Pep averages 3 Champions Leagues in 15. Ancelotti only has 1 more in 15 extra years of managing. I don't know. I think your point is that Ancelotti is not up there with the best, and trying to compare him to essentially an alien manager, and Pep is that. You can't just say he's got only 1 more than Pep and use that as disrespect or a reason to knock him. Ancelotti, in my opinion, is definitely up there in the top 5 manager debate for sure.
Easy.
Not the top 2 in my opinion, but the top 5 for sure.
Comfortably.
That's the difference. Yeah. Dwayne says, congratulations to SAEED, commiserations to Hugh. Sorry, Hugh, that I got you clipped up by saying Haaland and Foden's hat tricks incoming. Yours and Saeed's watch-alongs were top, but watching Matisse's life drain away was the best.
Big up Dwayne, man. Appreciate you.
We're getting into it soon. Frank says, Rodri said last year City want to be as big as Liverpool. With the Pep news and 115 on its way, that pipe dream is dead. 3 years, City will be a bad memory. The sun is setting on them.
No one cares, though.
United CTO bumped down to conference. United might be bumped down to Conference League as Nice finished higher in their respective league. That one's from David Ornstein, which is quite a reliable source. But isn't that rule
David Ornstein said that, man?
Isn't that rule over 30% owned? Doesn't Ratcliffe own 25% of United?
Yeah, 27, I think, something like that.
So I think it doesn't.
I don't think David Ornstein said this, though, man. Because I would have heard about it.
Yeah, Trev says yes. United have had a more successful season than Arsenal, but let's note beating Wigan, Newport, Forest, Coventry on the way. Just observing. I think that's what you said there.
That is what he said, but look how they spell it.
I know. I'm just making sure. Just
No, but you're right. That is what they said. That is what they said.
Mandy said, Hugh, stop using the excuses of City being hungover when it was clear Ten Hag schooled Pep and you couldn't get past our defense. Simple as that. Shane Foden couldn't play for you or wait.
Write a song for me, Mandy. How about that?
Where are we? Tricky Redman says, hi lads, gutted I missed the first hour and Hughie's cooking. 1 for Hugh. If quote this means more, why was there only 115 supporters at your parade?
This means 4.
RSV said Gerrard, Lampard, and De Bruyne were the main set piece takers for their respective teams, whereas Giggs was for United, not Scholes. Assists are disingenuous. Natty says, hot take, Isak is overrated. Tony is clear and can play in more systems. Only scores in space on the counter and plays best facing the goal. Back to goal play is mid. Guarantee he gets moved to the left wing. Bro, I wanted to stop when you said Tony is clear, but out of respect,
makes sense.
$9.99 that you spent.
He said Tony can play in more systems. Name us the systems.
I can't believe,
I guess he's saying front 2 up top.
Yeah, the Tony stocks are quite long, man.
Possession system.
Sorry.
Long ball system. I don't know.
HW adds all this Isak for over 100 M's. Sesko is right there. That guy is the next big thing waiting to explode. Our man seeing his finishes left and right foot. Definitely a good prospect without a shadow of a doubt. I just feel like Arsenal need the more finished article. Exactly. 40 says, I'd love Isak at Arsenal, but personally, I think Frankie de Jong should be the priority. Rice, de Jong, and Odegaard in midfield. Listen, I said Frankie de Jong, but at 500k a week, yeah, 500. He is overrated. I'd agree with that, but he's quality though.
Yeah, he is quality, but he's overrated.
No, he is. He is. 500k a week is mad. When I heard that, I was like,
you can go out and get
like the fuck 500k. Is he Messi?
Crazy money.
Is he Messi?
Bro, I don't know what Barca was doing with all of these. They panicked, didn't it?
What is he gonna do at 500k?
No, he's on more than 500k.
Bro,
what? No way.
At 500k, you better be racking up Ballon d'Ors it's nothing, bro.
Do you remember he dug his heels in when United wanted him, Ten Hag? Why do you think that was? 500k?
It's 700k. It's 700k. I'm sorry.
What
Yeah, I
a
think he's
If
on
I'm
more.
Arsenal, Bruno G or Frankie de Jong, I'm signing Bruno G. Straight. I'm
On
signing
those
Bruno
wages,
G.
I'm taking.
Oh, you know
fucking
what?
Biggie.
I get it.
Oh,
I
yes,
get it.
man.
Why they won? Because they've already got Odegaard for that kind of, kind of style. Bruno G is
And
probably
by
more
the way,
suited
I'm
to
taking
Arsenal
Frankie
more.
de Jong over Bruno G for City. Frankie de Jong would.
That's
cook-
fair, but not
would
on those
cook at
wages.
City. Would
Yeah, I
cook
hear.
at
I
City.
We
agree.
ain't paying
I
anyone
agree.
700k a week.
No,
Yeah, he's
no,
on
no.
700.
Forget-
Lads,
no,
he's on
no,
720,000 euro a week. That's what he's on. How dare.
Forget the wages. But I'm just saying, as a player, I mean, I disagree with Toby. I think Frankie de Jong's top class. Top class.
Well,
Didn't
then
say
pay
he's
his
not.
400
I
million
think
He
he's
is,
great,
he is.
Where would
He
you
gets
fit him in your
he gets
team, by the way?
spoken
Where would
about
you
like
fit
he's
him
a
in your
top
team?
5 midfielder in world football. He isn't.
Frankie de Jong
Frankie de
say.
Jong.
No, for Liverpool, yeah. Where would he fit? Would he fit in your team? Grizz?
Oh, it's difficult to say now in this new system that we're probably going to play, but I don't
Why is
think
it difficult? If he's as good as you say he is, he walks into your team now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't say that, did I? I just said in the
Arsenal
system
wages.
that
You said he's top class. You don't. You said you disagree with. I disagree.
I
with
think he's a
Top
Pep
class.
Guardiola. Perfect.
Nah,
for
brother.
Guardiola
Back
system.
your words. If he's top class, he walks into your midfield. Yes or no?
I'll take him. Yeah, I'll build my
But that's not
midfield
what we
around
asked.
him.
We said, does he start? And
I
you're
just
saying,
told you I'd
oh,
build my
he's
team around him.
Brother,
I'd build my
Szoboszlai's
midfield
been
around
starting,
him.
and
So
you're
it's
asking
fine.
about if Frankie de Jong starts. Come on.
He builds his team around him.
I don't know why you- I don't know why you-
He's answering the question.
I said I'd build my midfield around Frankie de Jong. That answers your question. Unless you're
Thank you,
done.
Steven Gerrard
It
next
does,
season.
it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
Last one on the buzzer, and it's from Big Steve himself. He said, "Don't worry, Hugh. Sometimes in life, you gotta give your neighbors a bottle of milk when the fridge is full. 4 in a row, never
Bloody
been
hell.
done."
Jeez, man, everyone wanted me to be so angry on this stream. Like, Big Steve, do you think he's angry, man? He was at a
That's what
nightclub last
you.
night with Phil
That's what
Foden
you.
and all
I
these
mean,
lads.
you were angry
You
yesterday.
prepped us for that.
On
You prepped
Saturday.
us for anger. That's
Do
what I
you
was
think,
waiting
do
for.
you think man like Big Steve gives a shit? He was having time of his life last night.
Did you see my tweet? I told
And
you,
once you're in the game, you
unwinding.
are, man. It's
This
when
is
you come
nuts.
out the ground, you're a bit kind of like, yeah, on the whole, it's not a bad season. When you're there, we
The
see
way
it in the
you
watch
man-
along.
I hear that.
The,
Oh,
ma-
you
the
saw
way
my
you
watch
man,
along.
the
My
way,
watch
the
along,
way
I was
you
like,
man
what
speak
the hell?
about the way you man speak about this Mancunian derby, this Manchester
Yeah.
derby. I'm sorry, it doesn't. If Arsenal won a league and they lost an FA Cup to Tottenham, you wouldn't hear this chat from Turkish. I'm telling you. So
Oh, you
this is
weren't
what I'm
listening to
talking
me.
about.
You weren't listening to me
That's
then.
what I'm talking
You,
about.
the thing with you, Matisse, is you hear
You
what you
don't
want
fu-
to hear.
No, I
You
didn't
just hear what you
I
want
heard
to
what
hear.
you said. You said I don't.
You cherry
I
pick
think we
specific
care,
words
but we
and
don't really
disregard the
care.
rest.
That's what you said. You said we don't really care. So I'm just telling you that this is not how it rolls down south. I'm just letting you
Okay,
know.
so then this Mank Derby pride. Why is Saeed saying 20%, 20%? Where's his pride? Why just
No,
me?
no, no. I
said
agree with you.
98%.
Listen, I didn't concede the
right.
game in that kind of 2%. When we were talking about
No,
it.
fair
I
play.
think we
You
got
said
a fighting chance.
20%. You said
20%.
20%.
Yeah, I said
fair
20%.
play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think for me, I wouldn't be naive to think, you know what, man, like I was gonna say something, I just didn't have no confidence going to the game. I'll admit that. But when we come out of the game, I'll be shameless and I'll just dunk it all over you. So
Bro, it is what it is.
It's
man.
what
We
it is,
won
man, yeah.
We won 4 leagues in a row. We beat them twice in the league this season. I can live with it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not nice. I prefer to have won, but I can live with it. I didn't lose.
see the
sleep.
Community Shield, man. You know what I mean? For the Super Cup, as they say.
Said the Super Cup, you know.
Yeah.
As they say. P Dub says, Matisse, you can hold all of this. You thought you could take a little something from this season. Hold that. Reason I get that in is because big up the members, first and foremost. And it's on to Chelsea.
Bro.
And Chelsea, the impact from United's FA Cup win is they dropped the Conference League. And also Enzo Maresca is the heavy favourite to be next Chelsea manager on a 5-year deal. So Matisse, oh yeah, people, I did say Big Six Extra will start at 11 p.m. I've moved it to 11:15 now. Me, Big Steve, KG, Fuad, James Redmond in the building. Jeff's birthday tonight, so he's not going to be there. But KG and Steve are there, and it's United City Talk. So make sure you're there, people. Go over to the playback. There's a link in the live chat, link in the description. We've gone over 1,000 likes. Let's get to 2,000 because there's 7K in the building. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Individual channels in the description below. It was all seemingly good a week ago, Matisse. Europa League pipped United to it at the end, and Newcastle. And it's all, blown away since.
Yeah, but it is what it is. We didn't leave it in our own control, so that's what we get. Do you know what I mean? If you don't have everything wrapped up, 5th spot, in your own hands, then yeah, man, you can't really complain. So it is what it is. We'll get over it. It's not like we lost a final or something, or we didn't pick up. You know, we lost the final. That was much more gut wrenching in February than whatever the hell this is now. So, yeah, man, we move. But this new manager, yeah, this is the walk into the unknown. We need to badly see if these directors are actually going to hold this 5-year contract that they're giving him, because to give someone of his experience 5 years, you must really believe in everything that they're about to do, or you must really believe in their footballing kind of ideologies. So you can't just be 12 months later coming out and saying that we're going to sack him and then we're going to do this slander session on Twitter with all these briefs and reports. Like, just won't run. These directors must be held accountable if this doesn't go well. As for the guy himself, listen, I ain't been watching Leicester this season. I know he's from City and he worked under Pep and he's got these principles, and you know, he's probably going to want to play a certain style of football which hopefully will suit the squad. But obviously managing this level of player, going up against these level of coaches and these level of teams, it's a new leap for him. So I'm in a mixed zone, because I think he deserves patience. Of course, I'm going to back him from the get-go, and I'm going to judge him based on what he does at Chelsea. But I think Chelsea as a club shouldn't be starting from scratch. We shouldn't really be saying an 8th place finish is acceptable, even though for him, you know, you have to kind of put him in isolation. It's his first season. For us, we can't be starting all over again. We spent too much money, and we have too much players have already come through the door to then just be scrapping it and starting from the beginning. So I'm assuming that all the work that they've done up until this point with signings is going to actually all come together now with this manager, and it all needs to make sense. It all needs to make sense. There's no more excuses about injuries, and Poch was running people into the ground, and training regimes were too intense. There's no excuses about, you know, this player doesn't fit for the manager's coaching style and all that stuff. Everything needs to be aligned, man. Everything needs to make sense, and we need to see some decent results to begin with, because no manager can lose their first 3 games and not be under some pressure. So that's just how it goes. He knows what he signed up for, so hopefully it goes well. But yeah,
have you got Maresca? Is that done deal?
Yeah, it's done, man. It's done. When Fabrizio is doing the eye emojis and the pointing, and Ornstein
and the arrows.
Yeah, the arrows is done. We don't need the here we go, man. But
he's a good manager, Maresca, man. He's really, really highly thought of in the CFG, to the point where some of them were hinting that they could eventually see him being the City manager. I know that's a different conversation, but he was really, really high thought of. So be interesting, man.
I've got yeah. Again, I'm with you in terms of judging him, because I don't really know too much about him, so I'm just gonna see what he's about. It may be a good signing, and maybe a not so good signing. We'll see. But I've got a chant for you as well, for Maresca, Chelsea chant. I think it's gonna really catch on.
Full screen this, please. Full screen.
It's called Maresca, 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 Maresca.
Bro, that's
Maresca.
Original.
That's my revenge. If you're gonna do that shit, I'm gonna make you full screen, because you need to remember I'm admin right now. So
you can make me full screen. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of creativity. So I'm saying, like, something.
Matisse, you have to admit, even though your club's been dead this season, you do have the worst chance in football, like the worst.
I'm not arguing this again, but it's like all of your clubs literally have a chant where it's either City, United, or Arsenal, and it's all just one word, just repetitive. And for some reason, when we do it, it's a fucking problem. Never understood.
Because you know what it is? It's because that's the only song.
No, but it's not though, is it? But it's not. Anyway, we move.
Sorry. There's also don't worry. Better thing. So you're stealing Bob Marley's chants as well.
Actually, we've had chants stolen from us, so fuck it, we'll steal from others. Any other thoughts on the manager, on the current topic?
Yeah, no, I want to say, man, 5 years is wild. 5 years is wild. I can't lie. 5 years is a bit too much for me. I thought it would have given maybe 2.5. You know, they gave Poch 18 months. So, but listen, man, we could ban, or we could say Enzo Mascara and all of this kind of crap here, but listen, man, he played some good football at Leicester, man. You know what I mean? There was games at Leicester where they were playing some good football. He did nearly bottle it at the end, don't get me wrong, but he got promoted, you know? So I feel like for me, he'll be a good coach. He'll be definitely more energized than Pochettino was, and more kind of like up to date with certain tactics and whatnot. Like, definitely. You'll see an improvement, definitely. But like I said, 5 years. So go on, sorry.
Can I say this, though? Like, irrespective of who even if it was Thomas Frank or whoever. They need to give this manager
time,
the freedom, and not just time, the freedom and the tools to do the job effectively, right? No one can argue for Poch getting sacked, because I think like we spoke about this before, he wasn't good enough for Chelsea in terms of his performances. But this guy that they're coming in, if you're going to give him a 4-year deal or 5-year deal, whatever it is, give him the players that he needs for his system to be a success. Don't be signing just because, oh, he's the next big thing. We must get him. We must get him. Signing players that then you make the manager have to somehow try and fit into the team whilst also having to blood other players as well. I think they need to actually be sensible, right? If you're bringing in a manager, bring in players that fits his style of play, and then you give him the best tools possible to succeed.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, it's going to go back to the whole added debate that we've had about Chelsea and the way they work. Like, by all accounts, he wasn't the first choice. And this is my issue, and this is the problem they're going to have again. So by all accounts, again, I'm just going by.
No,
so
hold on.
Are
you sure? Are you sure? Because they weren't really
today. They're saying Maresca, what's his name? McKenna refused him. So Chelsea
see that. Swear down. Who said that? Who said that?
They're saying Chelsea refused McKenna, but it depends on who you read from.
Today, just now, someone in the chat will say it.
Who reported that? Who reported that? Where's that?
I think it was Jacob Sterling.
Why are you putting up Steinberg on the screen, Turkish? Why are you putting up?
But they don't rate Jacob Steinberg though. Chelsea fans always say they don't rate Jacob Steinberg.
I did wonder this. It looked like you're wearing like a big t-shirt.
I'm wearing shorts, bro. I'm in my own yard, bro. What's going on?
Man,
you're wearing a dressing gown. I'm wearing shorts, bro.
Why are you wearing a dressing gown on screen?
You look like one of them. You know, like one of them. You know, like on TV shows when the girl stays over at the guy's yard and she's wearing a big t-shirt.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a football show, isn't it?
We're doing that.
That's man. That is so bad.
That is crazy, isn't it? Toby's done it again, innit?
If you man think I'm getting dressed up for this show on StreamYard, you got another thing coming, bro. You better accept me for my shorts and for my fucking tracksuit bottom.
What do you mean, Toby? Was it not the
I know what you mean, though.
Clocked it as well.
I know what you mean, but like.
But then it's you then. If you know what he means and you're thinking and like, then it's you.
Broski, are you all right, Ned? Bro, I just said, yo, like,
it's
why
you then? Why are you imagining you're talking about it? Let it go. You're imagining it.
You know what you need to do? Take the hat off, man. Let some air in that head of yours, man. Take the hat off, man. Yeah, man. I mean, your head's squeezed up in that, man. Get some air, man. That's wearing that.
No, but if Toby says something, you don't need to go and start daydreaming about it and imagining it.
I didn't daydream, nothing, bro.
You did. You said, I see it.
No, I said that was bad what he said. I said that's bad what he said.
You started picturing it and shit. Can we get back to the football?
No problem.
Yeah. I think Toby was making a point.
Yeah, so look, if it was his first choice, and then if they've given him a 5-year deal, definitive, give him a 5-year deal, give him at least 2 full seasons and make it work. Can we see that? Do any one of us think he's going to get 2 seasons without getting booted out? Will he get the players that he needs for his system?
Then they're not
going to be the same mode.
They're not going to move. They're not going to move forward, right? Because it goes both ways. There's things that are non-negotiables for him. Outside looking in, I think Chelsea still have a good enough squad to be at the very least competing for Champions League next season. He has to do that. They have to progress in the cups. He has to do that. So there are things that he needs to fulfill. But in the end of the day, they also need to do their end. They need to pull their end of the bargain as well. If he needs centre backs, you get him the centre backs. If he needs a left back to play a certain way, you get him the left back. Midfield, the same. Like it has to go both ways. It has to. Otherwise, what are they doing here?
100%.
It's just going to be the same shit over and over and over again.
The thing is, right? Their whole thing with this is because he has positional play principles. He's from PEP. That's the way that they want to play football. That's what they've built the team for. So like I said earlier, you can't now come and say, oh, he at the end of the season, if it doesn't go well, oh, he wasn't our type of coach or he didn't align with our recruitment. That is bollocks. That can't run. Like this is your last time to be doing this. Otherwise, you need to be held accountable as directors, because directors are meant to set the tone from top to bottom for a football club, not keep passing over the blame, take no accountability. You guys are calling the shots. You've taken a massive risk, right? You've chosen not to go for De Zerbi, who maybe would have been less risky from a experience standpoint, but then obviously he's a hothead, so you know you got that side of it as well. You've gone with a very risky appointment, and it seems like it's gonna be a very long contract. So you have to, it has to work. You have to know what you're doing.
What's
10 million pounds we're paying Leicester here. It's not free.
What's fucked is that Todd Bowley, like
Todd Bowley's not relevant anymore. He don't run.
Yeah, he's not. But when he's the mouthpiece, like recently he was towards the end of the season talking about the improvement Chelsea have made from January this calendar year, 3rd, 4th in the table, whatever it was, saying Pochettino's, you know, he's getting his way. So for him, the mouthpiece, because I'm with you, he's not the decision.
He doesn't even have majority ownership. When people are saying, "Oh, why don't you just say Todd Bowley?" Because Todd Bowley is not. He is not the guy calling the shots. He's minority.
Face.
He's the face, but he's also a minority in terms of what stocks he actually owns. The Clear Lake and Egg Barley, who will front that, is the leading shareholder in this consortium, and they have chosen to go with, you know, Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley as the 2 sporting directors. So they have hired them to run the football club, as Roman would have hired Marino or whatever you want to call it, and they have to be held accountable for not only the recruitment but the medical situation as well next season. And of course, the management hire and fire. So that's it. You know, Todd Bowley, at this point, I don't even know if they will agree up there. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Yeah, because it's because then this season, what is it now? Is it not a write-off, but is it like one of those seasons, because it's a 5-year contract you've just discussed, you know, he has to have a few years now. Is this season a write-off in that if you finish 8th, 9th, 6th?
No, because if you're sacking Poch, who his expectation would have been top 4 in a trophy next season as well, then you're sacking him surely to at least, you know, improve upon the situation that we saw last season. So the trajectory needs to be upwards. You can't go back now and say it's a free hit just because you've decided to go for a manager that is not ready to compete for the expectation. That is what you sacked him for, because we didn't make Champions League. So then therefore this person needs to be ready to put up that type of season.
100%. But then that's not Maresca's
It's
fault.
not fair on Maresca. I'll back him, and you know, he's separate. But the directors, whatever happens this season, it will be on them because it's their choice.
I hear you.
I agree.
No Chelsea fans being flying the Maresca flag. We only just knew who he was about a week ago. So you know, that's on them.
So what's your measurement of this decision then? Would it be in 3 years you should be challenging for the title?
Yeah, I mean, even 3 years is peak, but you know, I don't want to not be in the convo when Pep goes. That's always been the thing. Everybody says they're building a team for when Pep goes because maybe they can't get on his level. He's obviously the greatest. So when you take over the club, 2 seasons ago, why now 2 seasons from today should I not be in a title race? Like, what's going? You know what I mean? So 100%. But will this manager be there? You'd have to hope so, because otherwise, why did you appoint him? Do you know what I mean? He's clearly been fast tracked. No one can say that he's ready for this size of job, right? He's been fast tracked from Leicester. Ideally, he would have managed Leicester in the Prem. We see how he does, or he would have gone to a team with less pressure, because we talk about tactics and systems, but doing the job under pressure, people make different decisions to if they were to do it with no pressure or less pressure. If I give you the ball and you're being pressed by 2 man, it's difficult as opposed to being pressed by no one. You make different decisions. So I don't know how he's going to act at this level, up against better managers with better players at his disposal, but also up against better players. You know what I mean? So there's so many unknown quantities. How is he going to handle the media? Is he going to take accountability? How is he going to develop youngsters and handle youngsters, egos, personalities? All of this stuff can't be quantified for on a data spreadsheet. So this is where you've taken a risk, because you don't have any evidence. You have 1 year at Leicester, and I think a bit at Parma, right?
Yeah. He did do well at Parma, I don't think.
So you know, I can't judge him because I don't know him. I just wish him the best. I want him to do well. However,
I think every manager's a risk, man, Matisse.
Yeah,
every
is,
risk,
but some managers,
some are less of a risk.
More risk,
some are less. Yeah.
Same with players. Every player is a risk, but some players is less risk than other players, right? Because you know what you're getting. So we're not going to free hit the season now because you want to take a risk. This is your choice, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We've got 11 super chats waiting, so let me get straight into them. DDMK says, what's hilarious is Chelsea are more cooked for being in Europe. The UEFA FFP rules mean they are going to have to sell even more players to comply.
Or they could just do a Juventus and not accept the invitation. So we'll see.
Is that for the Club World Cup?
No, Conference League.
Yeah.
Wait, Juve didn't accept it?
They didn't accept it. Yeah, they didn't accept Conference League. They refused the invitation.
Yeah,
that was last year. Was it last year?
Yeah, last year they got docked points on the last game.
Yeah. It can happen.
Dodgy clubs, brother. Dodgy clubs.
£1 billion Chelsea versus Viking Reykjavik. AK. Yeah, it's all mad.
That's a real team. That's a real team.
Wi-Fi passwords, man. I'm telling you. That's what they're saying.
Mad.
Do you know what though? I say I don't care, but when I do the watch along for that game, I'm gonna be emotional. Let's do it, man. Let's fucking go, guys.
Let's fucking go, guys.
TOBS says also, Robert, hold that. Jamo, hold that. Matisse Armani, you must hold sweetly, yeah. West Ham won this trophy. You must. Watch alongs starting at 11
tomorrow.
You know, we could be playing Shamrock Rovers, Hugh. I might come Ireland for that game if we play them.
Bro, are you going to play Bohemian Rhapsody as well?
Man, I want to play Rhapsody, man.
I'm sick of you, mate. I'm sick of you, Toby. But Rovers gonna cook you.
Hey, Rovers watch along, you know.
Listen, I ain't familiar with no Rovers unless it's black, man. Bring it, man. Let's go.
They're 4 in a row winners here, man.
Damn straight. Let's do it.
Ren says McKenna rejected Chelsea, really gone back to being a bus stop in Fulham in 2024. Remember the MLS skills competition? We will be there for the Conference League.
I don't believe he rejected us, to be honest.
I heard that. I read that Ipswich have given him a mad deal,
contract,
a mad deal to stave off any further.
But good though, man. He should never have jumped the gun to United or even work his trade over there and then develop yourself and then maybe a year, 2 years. He's still young, man.
It looked like Chelsea pulled out the deal to get him anyway, from what I read.
Yeah,
it depends who you believe.
Yeah, GRIZZ has been rejected by a lot of players, so now he's trying to flip the script. I see what he's doing. See what he's doing.
His face.
Imagine thinking that. I'm just reading by Chelsea reliable journalists, man.
Got that GRIZZ stare there for a sec, Matisse.
Yeah, man.
You know that one where he's cooking up what he's gonna say back to you.
I don't cook it, bro. Just pops out the oven now and again.
Say less.
Is it on Fahrenheit?
You know idiot boys.
Bro, see if we go America this summer, Matisse. We gotta figure out the oven.
Idiot boys.
Facts.
They were cooking their pizza on
straight
20-degree heat.
Idiot boys.
It was mad.
Shit was getting colder every time we opened
looking
the
at
door.
They were staring at it like, what's going on though?
Such a meme.
No, GRIZZ called it GRIZZ. When you were singing Happy Birthday because you thought it was a cake.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
I felt like such an idiot when I figured out it was
I embraced the idiocy. I embraced the idiocy. Sometimes you have to embrace it, man. You just have to know. It's your time.
That's a legendary moment.
And it was the shittest pizza I've ever had in my life. They were the
didn't
worst
do
pizzas ever.
directly after. Imagine how I feel that night. Fucking frozen pizza after having it on Fahrenheit. Then got fucking blacked out.
The pizza only lasted about 30 seconds in your stomach.
I didn't even have a good meal. I didn't even have a good meal before I blacked out, bro.
TOBS, when you woke up, you had we had thing for you in it. What was it, Popeyes or something?
Popeyes, yeah,
bro. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, Matisse was finished. Bro, Matisse was finished.
Funny guys, man.
Yes, man says they laughed at us for copying Pep. Now they're copying us. Happy process, Matisse. Robert, the legend. Enzo is a quality manager and he's the perfect fit for us. Tactically competent, good man management, good balance. I'm excited for next season. 24-25 is takeoff season at Chelsea. Robert, I'm glad you sent this super chat.
He is a propaganda master. I'm telling you, he's not watched a single Leicester game last season.
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's true.
Which channel showing that? ESPN, Leicester versus Rotherham. Which one you get that?
We have to do a members call-in soon, so Robert can have this discussion with me.
Well, okay. So I'm not here on Thursday, right? So it seems like Robert will potentially be sitting here. So
Yeah.
you hear it from the man. Hear it from the man himself.
No, we haven't got a show Thursday. We haven't
we haven't got a show Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
shit!
The
Why you
quiz is
cancel that
next,
shit
and
for,
that's
man?
next
That could have been it. That could have been the
We
time.
got FIFA on Thursday though, no?
Yeah, we got FIFA
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, playback. But yeah, no
Damn.
show. Quiz is next week, next Monday. The quiz, big fat quiz of the season. Next up, we got Robert Jeeba says, for all those who are frothing at the mouth for Poch to be sacked, I hope you're happy. Let's see what the tactical modern coach does. No pressure. Lucky M says Leicester have been more successful than United. 8th place team won a cup, so it's amazing. Eli says Joe Budden joined bottom right. Pump it up.
I said Joe Budden, you know.
Man said Joe Budden is all mad. Nabil says Conference League should be a black mark for any top 6 club. Chelsea have joined Spurs as the only big 6 teams to play in it. Could never be my club. Hashtag Goon Life.
If you have European heritage like City, United, Liverpool, you are allowed to disrespect Conference League. If you don't, I think it's a bit premature. You don't have stars. You don't have stars.
You have to do a European away in the Conference League and vlog it.
Oh, I will, man. Fuck it.
We need that.
Let me
We
risk it.
deserve that.
But don't you agree, Turkish? If you haven't got any stars, it's a bit disrespectful to be looking down on other European competitions.
Fuck the Conference League.
Okay, damn.
Facts.
Damn. What do you mean facts? Who the fuck are you?
Facts.
What do you mean facts?
Man said facts, you know.
If you're in it, of course you should try to win it. But the whole point is to get into it. It means that you have performed much lower than you expected.
I agree.
So why would I celebrate that? I don't want to
I'm
be
not celebrating it. I'm not saying for you to celebrate. I'm not saying for Arsenal fans to
No.
celebrate.
The Conference League is shite. I don't care what you say. It's
why did you win it when you was in it then? You don't want it then, innit?
Bro.
Yeah, I wanted us to win it when we were in it, but I didn't want to be in it in the first place because it's a shite competition.
I hear that.
So,
And I agree. That competition, shite, man.
Does it have a song?
It does. It's the same
as Europa League. We didn't get a different song.
Nah, they'll bring a song next year, man.
No, man, they're not doing that, man. Same song.
25 Eagles says Grandpa Grizz, you said Mateta was one of the worst strikers in the league. Mateta has 5 more Premier League goals than Nunes. Hashtag strikers are a humbler.
Grandson, I will quadruple your super chat, grandson, if Mateta scores more than 8 goals next season. 8.
What? Why would you do that, man?
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
What?
8 Premier League goals.
He's going bankrupt, you know, for a super chat, you know. Yo, Grizz.
He's done too much.
How you going bankrupt for that, man?
Quadruple, and I will give that to
25
charity.
Eagles.
Yeah, 100%. Because we're gonna clip that, man.
Well, you couldn't say 10. Man said 8.
And we're gonna give that to. We're gonna give
He's
that
getting
to,
8. He's getting 8.
We're gonna give that to charity.
Under this manager, he's getting 8.
And then he's gonna say, you know, it's a joke, right? You know when it's a buzz like, it's a joke, right? It was a joke, right?
He's getting 8, man. Come on, you should have said 12.
Tongue in cheek, man.
Should have said 12 or something.
Serious,
8 is mad.
Serious look on my face, brother.
Also, I'm backing Grizz, bro. Well, not on the bet, but the statement around you said Mateta was
I agree.
Yeah, he was one of the worst strikers in the league. Even Palace fans I know a couple of Palace fans who said he was cheeks, bro. So
credit to Glasnow.
Glasnow's cooking, man.
Yeah.
Last one here for the night from a member. Jamo, big up, become a member and join the Discord, people. It's worth it. Also, when is the next? When is the big 6 match?
You can't see it, mate.
Chelsea. No. I'm just getting back at Grizz. Chelsea have informed Kieran McKenna he is no longer in the race for head coach. Fabrizio Romano. You don't believe Fabrizio Romano?
Just now.
When?
9 hours ago. You don't believe?
Exactly. Since then, I've just told you 2 Chelsea journalists have said McKenna.
Well, they're frauds.
So
they're frauds.
So Chelsea journalists usually are pro Chelsea. So if
they're
said
frauds.
McKenna, okay, that's up to you, innit?
Wait, what's the names? Give me the names. Give me the names.
Chelsea people, man, put up the names of the guys that just said it.
Message me, man.
So McKenna refused Chelsea.
I'll let you know if these guys are serious, man. I'm serious.
I'm just saying. I don't know Chelsea journalists. You know Chelsea journalists.
You're gonna come to me with some ITK with a grey profile in it with numbers in his username.
Jacob Steinberg.
Jacob Steinberg, man.
Oh, give it a rest. Oh my
To
days.
say he's not reliable for Chelsea.
Oh my
Can't
days.
lie.
Is this the guy? He ain't even a Chelsea journalist.
Nizar as well, apparently. Nizar Kizello.
Lord, all right, Nizar's
Nizar.
that's cool, but it's Steinberg, damn, jeez.
I'm just saying, innit?
God damn.
We will find out. Well, actually, we won't find out, but we move. Big up GRIZZ, TOBS, Matisse, HUGH, SAEED as usual. Individual channel links in the description. Big up the community. Big up everyone that's, made the season what it was. Obviously, there's no English representative in the Champions League final, hence why there's no show this Thursday. We're here live twice a week, every week for the majority of the year. So
Is the United player in there, though?
For what? What did you say?
Sancho.
What?
Say Sancho in it. United plays in there in the final, man. I'm saying, so hopefully he wins it.
He can do your Sancho watch along then.
Yeah.
Say no more. People, love for the love. We'll be back next Monday for the quiz. Make sure you're here. It'll be earlier than usual. And yeah, like I said,
Bro, man's living through Sancho.
Yo, come on, man. We gonna claim that.
We finished bottom of the group, but you are in the final.
Yo, you in the final, man.
and look at his face. This is the happiest side.
He's excited. He thinks he's him. He thinks he's there.
Oh, we here, man. We here, man.
And just a reminder, people, I am going live on playback. The link is in the live chat. We're going live right now. As soon as this ends, we're live on playback. Me, KG, Big Steve, Fuad, James Redmond, the Big Six Extra. Make sure you're there, people. Love for the love. We're going to leave it here. Make sure you subscribe, put a notification bell on. We'll be back real soon. Peace, people. We're out.